Sorry, we've been going for a while.
What was that, Hank?
Hank, you don't like... It's pee.
It's so... Dude, drink some water,
I know,
man.
we've been in here for a while. I'm sorry, I'm dehydrated.
Drink some water.
That's actually not that bad for a full bottle. That's not that yellow.
It's not that yellow.
Yeah, that's like you're at that second stage of the hydration chart.
Memes, you will be so mad at Dante. Wow, Hank, you're really upset about this piss.
It's just excuse me. It grosses me out. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, grow up.
Yeah, dude. Guys piss. On today's Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings, Week 18 in the NFL. We got a playoff schedule. We're going to go through every game coming up. We're going to recap the finale for the NFL season. We have fastest 2 minutes. We have who's back of the week. It's going to be the last full slate Monday show of the year. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Not of the calendar year.
Not the calendar year.
Not the 2025 NFL season.
It's sad to say. I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. You had a fat ass 2025.
It was a fun season. All right, so before we do that, Game Time. The Game Time app gives you advantage back to fans, the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and Game Time guarantee means you can trust. You get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. Hank, what are you thinking? What do we got? Give us a game.
We're thinking for the Bears-Packers Saturday night. Are you going to go?
I think we probably got to stream.
Well, it's expensive.
That was mean of you because we just had this conversation.
$550 to get into Soldier Field.
Damn.
Okay, and it's super easy. You go on Game Time. You just click on the game. You can click on like the deals. They're all right there. You pick the seats you want. Look, I'm doing it right now. It's taking me it was that quick. So like you can look, Game Time deals.
Big Cat, you
There's
know what?
Good ones.
You should go.
Now I'm gonna stream for the people.
You should go.
$604 in the nosebleeds.
The people understand.
Listen, we're gonna stream. I would like to go, but we're gonna stream. Game Time. And now you can save even more when you choose a section and let Game Time choose the seats. Snag new ticket deals before anyone finds out by following your favorite team in the Game Time app to receive alerts. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code PMT for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings. The crown is yours. Today is Monday, January 5th, and it's Week 18. What? Football. What? We start with Zach on Saturday afternoon. Zach. Zach.
In soaking wet Tampa Bay, breakdance Baker busts a move out the pocket before pop locking dropping a pass into the arms of Cade. Playoff hopes gone but not forgotten Otten, who gets in for 6 points. Bryce Crispy treat Young, snap, crackled, and popped one over to Bucs defense to Tommy Lee Trimble, who treated the Bucs secondary like Pamela Anderson in that one movie, bending us over before scoring 6. Don't brass my heart, my achy brassy heart, I just don't think you'd understand. And if you brass my heart, my achy brassy heart, I just might get off and turn off this game. Young drops one off to Jalen Diet Coker, who walks in the end zone to score a sweet, sweet Sucralose 6 points. Chase on McLaughlin now, but will probably be crying later. Sinks 3 field goals on the day as Tampa's leading scorer, but those feel-good field goals won't take playoff pain away. Bucs 16, Panthers 14.
Thank you, Zach. We now head out west for Saturday night in wine country, where the Seahawks were serving up a nice glass of Chardonnay right down the Niners' throat as he started the scoring with a 27-yard touchdown. Whoop! Seattle's defense was on fire as they said, Don't be so quick to scramble away. I want to rock your body. Come dance with me. As Purdy felt like he was swimming in the bottom of a timber lake all night long, the Niners came close to getting into the end zone, but the little engine that could, Drake Thomas, the tank engine, said, I think I can, intercept the ball, and the Seahawks roll on to a dominant win in the number 1 seed. Get those fish ready at Pike Place. The NFC goes through Seattle. Seahawks 13, 49ers 3. We now head to Philadelphia, where Max and PFD were there for Eagles Commanders.
We head over to Philadelphia, where Tanner Major Key had a chance to prove we the best quarterback on the Eagles roster. And he started off strong with a 2-yard score. But Josh Dwayne Johnson responded by handing the rock to Chris Rodriguez, and it was a C-bomb from C-Rod running into the end zone to tie the game. After a bad turnover on downs for the Eagles, Josh Jack Johnson.
Stay in the pocket.
I'm back in.
Stay in the pocket, Tanner.
I wrote John Johnson. Josh Jack Johnson had a chance to take command of the game, but he turned this game upside down. He threw a pick that should have hit the ground, but he shares the ball he found with everyone. But when Commanders fans asked Michelle Tanner McKee to return the favor, he said, "You got it, dude," by throwing a horrendous pick, which led to a Washington field goal to end the half.
But at halftime, Josh Jack Johnson had his banana pancakes after sitting, waiting, wishing to beat a rival in the division. Nicholas Maduro Sirianni and all his good players got kidnapped in the middle of the night, and Dan Quinizuela is sick of all the regime change talk in D.C. In a touching tribute to Philadelphia legend Betsy Ross, the Eagles defense couldn't stop drawing flags as Washington kept crossing the Delaware, even as Great Britain Covey tried to keep them out. The Commies drove down the field, capping off a 60-yard drive in the hands of tight end John Antonio Bates, and adding another score from former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, San Francisco 49er, Cleveland Brown, Cincinnati Bengal, San Diego Fleet, New York Jets, Indianapolis Colt, Buffalo Bill, Baltimore Raven, New York Giant, Washington Redskin, Houston Texan, Oakland Raider, Washington Commander, Detroit Lion, Denver Bronco, and Washington Commanders quarterback Josh Johnson to seal the NFC East in-season tournament for the Washington Commanders, 24-17.
Down to Duval. It was a pool party as the Jags looked to clinch the AFC South. Cam Infirmary Ward exited the game early after scoring a touchdown, only to force Brandon Walker-Allen to get off the couch and do something with his fat ass. And he didn't. On the other side, Trevor Bauer Lawrence was hitting drone strikes to his receivers. No fingers were hurt in the course of this game. As Parker George Washington Carver dropped his peanuts on the Titans for another score, and Brenton People Are Strange When You're a Stranger scored his 4th touchdown of the season. They've got cat scratch fever down in Jacksonville as Liam and co. and have it rolling. Jags 41, Titans 7. We head to Western New York, where memes puts the Jets season into the grave.
We head to Highmark Stadium for the final game in the stadium's history, where the Jets defense had to say, "Mitch, cut it out," as he threw for 259 yards and 4 touchdowns. Miss Dawson knocks. My tummy hurts, but still had time to cash in a $500,000 incentive by catching a touchdown. Ty Dolla Sign Johnson also cashed a $250,000 incentive with 2 touchdowns. A.A. Ron Glenn, where is you? Where is A.A. Ron right now? You better be sick, dead, or mute, A.A. Ron, if you're allowing 188 points in the last 5 games and no interceptions in a season since 1933, A.A. Ron. For the Jets offense, Khalil, I believe that when me shit turns purple and smells like rainbow sherbet, helped set up Jets' lone touchdown, Andrew Beck, who said, "Hug me, brother," to save the Jets from the shutout. Bills 35, Jets 8.
Thanks, memes. We now head to New England, where Hank was there.
Over to the Gillette House, where Will Byers Campbell was back in action and as gay for May as ever. After being asked if he could score on a 5-yard rush, Travie King Von Henderson said, "Cool, I can do that, boo. What you want, some shoes?" Drake May answered, "I want Ramondre Iguodala to Stevenson to score on a 2-yard rush for our second score." In what is being called the French Connection, Drake Clay connected with Ramondre Agassi for his second score. After another interception from Quinn Ewers, Ramon Dr. Dre Stevenson said, "Let me ride," into the end zone for a 35-yard touchdown to ice the game. Patriots 38, Dolphins 10.
Thanks, Hank.
No problem, boom.
Standing on the corner, Jameis Winston and Hoboken, such a fine sight to see. The Giant season's done, it was kind of fun. Remember when you beat Philly? Who will you hire? That Daboll's fired. What's Russie gonna do? He should retire.
The G-Men 34, Cowboys 17, and that was Week 18, fastest 2 minutes, presented by Chevy. Football season is here, and whether you're grinding through the week or gearing up for kickoff, there's one ride that's always game ready. It's the Chevy Silverado. The Chevy Silverado is a longtime partner, pardon my take, and our favorite truck, and it's all about grit. From job site to tailgate, Silverado lets you show up strong and tackle any task. Built for the hustle, ready for the game. Silverado is America's most dependable full-size truck. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Head to Chevy.com to learn more and build your own Chevy Silverado today. Okay, the 2025 NFL regular season is in the books, and we finished it with an absolute banger. We're going to go a little out of order here because we just finished watching the Pittsburgh Steelers punch their ticket to be the final team in the dance with it was a classic Steelers-Ravens game for about 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter, just all hell broke loose. And you had big touchdown after big touchdown. The Steelers not being able to get plays in, burning all their timeouts. Lamar being insane, shedding sacks and throwing the ball down the field. Chris Boswell missing an extra point that felt like it was going to decide their season. And then the guy who came in after Justin Tucker, because Justin Tucker does make that kick.
Justin Tucker would have made that. Yep.
Loop, what's his name? Loop? Tyler Loop?
Tyler Loop.
Misses a 40-yarder?
44-yarder.
44-yarder to put the Steelers into the playoffs, the final team to punch their ticket. It was the perfect ending to the 2025 regular season. It was a thrilling game, and it went from I tweeted this in real time, and it was basically turned out to be false almost immediately, but it felt like it was going to be an all-time gut punch loss for the Steelers in the fact that they kept on answering and then having plays where they were basically had Lamar Jackson sacked, and then he would get out of it and make a heroic play. And having a 4th and 7 where TJ Watt was a second away from sacking him, and then the pass to Likely, which could have easily gotten punched out. It was just an all-time gut punch, and then it went reverse gut punch for the Ravens, and the Ravens are out of the playoffs.
I think you might be bearing the lead a little bit here, Big Cat.
Yeah.
The kick by Loop.
Yeah.
Missed it wide right.
Mm-hmm.
Did you happen to see what transpired before the game?
Oh, yeah.
The Steelers had a priest go onto the field.
Yes.
Bless the field with holy water. I'm pretty sure where he sprinkled the holy water is where that kick landed.
Yeah.
When it went wide right.
It was
pretty crazy. You said it was a crazy game. The fourth quarter especially, but the full game to me felt more like it was an entire season of Mike Tomlin distilled into one game.
Yeah.
It's like it start out ugly, things are going poorly, maybe a little sign of life around the midway point, but then ultimately it doesn't work out. Then you start to pick up some steam. Then you start to get your dick kicked in again. Then you pick up more steam. Then you get your dick crunched. And then their dick gets crunched. And you end up, that's a 9-8 season of a win for the Steelers. Now the Steelers are into the playoffs. And I still think they could win a playoff game.
I need them to now. They're playing the Texans.
I think they might.
I need you to be right. No, but
spin zone, though, for Lamar, he can't choke in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fact. Mike Tomlin, though, deserves a little credit for coaching unlike Mike Tomlin in the fact that he was actually aggressive. Even at the end of the first half, getting the pass interference with 2 seconds left and going for it. Not a great play call, but that was not – Mike Tomlin usually is like, we got to get the 3 points. We got to just get the 3 points. He was aggressive tonight, and the game did change, we should say, when Kyle Hamilton went out with a concussion. Because it felt like the Steelers, for the majority of the beginning of the game, were essentially doing their offense where they dump it off over and over and over again. Every now and then a receiver will run a route that's more than 10 yards, and then they'll still dump it off. Kyle Hamilton goes out, and they can start actually stretching the field. That big play to Pat Freiermuth, obviously the touchdown to Austin, that was significant with Kyle Hamilton. They showed the stat, and the defense for the Ravens is completely different when Kyle Hamilton's off the field.
I think it's probably like 80% Kyle Hamilton being off the field, and 20% it felt like Aaron Rodgers was calling every play down the stretch.
Yeah.
It felt like that was his offense that he was running at the end.
But except for when he was on goal line and his helmet didn't work, and then he kept on getting mad at Arthur Smith. It's like, dude, just do the tush push.
Yeah, in that circumstance, like, you should just call a play.
Yeah.
You're Aaron Rodgers. You've been in the league for infinity years. You know to call a play in that situation. It was a crazy game. Awesome for the Steelers. I'm happy for their fans. I'm happy to see what they can do. I think that they could maybe...
I need them to win a game.
Okay, whose line is it anyway?
Ooh.
I'm going to guess it's going to be Texans by 1... No, Texans by 3.
I would say Texans by 2.
I was going to say 2.5. Logging into DraftKings right now.
It is Texans by 3.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Steelers money line it is.
Okay. Steelers
money line is plus 130.
Listen, all of these games are incredible because besides the Rams and Panthers game, I think the biggest spread is 3.5. It's going to be an awesome playoff. So we have it set. We're gonna go through the Week 18 slate, but we have our playoffs set. We're starting with Rams Panthers on Saturday, Bears Packers Saturday night. Then Sunday we have Jags Bills at Jags, 49ers at Eagles, Chargers at Patriots, then Monday night Texans Steelers. It's going to be a great weekend.
That's going to be really
Excited.
good.
And we also have college football semifinals Thursday and Friday.
I'm surprised the Patriots and Bears games aren't flipped.
I thought the Bears would be in the afternoon on Sunday. Our guy Jake Marsh, I think he got 2 right. That was tough. But it was a little shocking. I thought that I thought the Patriots would be Saturday night. I thought that was like almost a guarantee. But I've come to, at first I was like, oh, I don't want to play Saturday night. It's like, now I just have to be like, hey, Sunday is going to either be the best Sunday ever or the worst Sunday. Like best Sunday if the Bears win and it's like free football, or worst Sunday, I'm going to have to sit in the gambling cave and be like, I can't believe my team's out.
It's not that bad playing on the Saturday night because you don't have to sit around all day Saturday, all day Sunday waiting for it. And by the time the games are going on Sunday, even if you lose, you're still going to be balls deep in football.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go backwards and get us to this point with the Week 18 card. We had Saturday, the Bucs and Panthers, Bucs 16, Panthers 14. We obviously know now, but the Bucs won a win and hope the Falcons lose game, and the Falcons did not, in fact, lose. So the Panthers lost their way into the playoffs. I'm not an NFL rig guy, but this game could have been an NFL rig game because some of the calls that went against the Panthers in this game were atrocious, and it did give us a meaningful game on Sunday that we were lacking in the Sunday slate.
Yeah, the Bucs extended their season by about 24 hours.
Yep.
Close to like probably 20 hours. There were some really bad calls that went against the Panthers, but then I'm so glad that the Panthers got in. The Panthers deserve to be in, I think, more than the Bucs, even though all 3 teams in that division finished at 8 and 9. You can't really say like there was a great team. The Bucs in that game, it was ugly, it was shitty. It didn't ever really feel like football. It felt like kind of a waste of time watching it. And it just felt like at the end of this, when the whistle blows, it's just going to be one more important game that we're going to get to watch on Sunday. Which it was. At one point, the announcer said that Bryce Young has answered every question thrown at him tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what questions were being asked of Bryce Young that he was answering. He might have been answering them incorrectly.
I mean, he made a couple big throws. The Bucs defense did a good job of stopping their run. But it was terrible conditions. But yeah, it was the Panthers. Listen, doesn't matter how you get in. Panthers fans should be pumped. It's the first time they're in the playoffs since 2017, I believe, and that time as well, I think they were under 500. So they've done it twice, which no other team has done. No other franchise has gone under 500 and been in the playoffs twice. But for the Panthers, The last three, there's only been 3 teams that have been under 500 and gone to the playoffs, and I think all 3 of them won at least one game. So
Wait, what was that?
under 500. Because remember the Panthers?
No, the Commanders covered against the Bucs.
Were they under 500 or were they 8-8?
I think they were. I think they were 7-9.
I'm going to find the stat.
I think they were 7-9.
Okay. Either way, the Seahawks. Remember the Beastquake Seahawks? They were under 500.
I remember that.
So there's some light at the end of the tunnel that you could potentially do it. I wonder if we're looking. I had the stat. I got to find it. Fuck. I bookmarked it and I lost it. Bad job by me. I'm going to try to find it. The Panthers, though, here's some crazy stats. They got outscored by 69 points this year. They lost to the Saints twice, which, one of those was shucks, so you can't be upset about that. Their last win by more than 3 points was October. Their last win by more than 7 points was September. Their last win as a favorite was September 2021.
Commanders were 7-9.
But they're in the playoffs. Oh, they were 7-9. Okay, so then I'm just thinking of the Beastquake team.
But they covered.
Yeah, they did cover.
They covered. So October.
And they also beat the Rams earlier this year.
Yep.
So there's something there.
October 1st, 2025 is the most important day, maybe in Panthers history.
Yeah.
Meow Mix retired from podcasting. Turned the entire season around. The Panthers are now in the playoffs. I don't know what we want from Meow Mix. They're probably wondering themselves, and I understand. They feel like they should do a podcast now.
Yep.
Because the Panthers made the playoffs. This is very exciting. They're playing the Rams. They beat the Rams earlier this year.
Yep.
They have reason to be excited, maybe be a little bit hopeful in this game. I think that Meow Mix should be allowed to podcast.
I agree.
I say let it rip, Meow Mix.
Yep.
Nobody's going to hold it against you. Thank you. End of watch. See you in Valhalla.
Yes, let's do it.
Yep.
By the way, I found the stat that got me confused. It's the Panthers had a minus 69 point differential this season. The only playoff teams with a lower point differential.
Yeah.
The 2004 Rams, they won a playoff game. The 2011 Broncos, Tebow, won a playoff game. 2010 Seahawks, that's Beastquake, they won a playoff game.
Yep.
So that's where you can be positive.
The point differential.
The point differential.
Yeah. There was also that Vikings team. You remember that one from 2022, where the Giants beat them in the playoffs?
Yeah, they had like 13 wins. Yeah,
that
was the fraud watch.
A lot of wins, bad point differential. But congrats to the Panthers.
Yeah, don't be. I was just trying to look for positive things because people were going to spend the whole week shitting on the Panthers and being like the Panthers have no chance against the Rams.
Yeah,
you have a chance. And you're in the playoffs. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, you beat the Rams this year. You do have a chance.
And think about where the Panthers have been the last, not just even the last time they were in the playoffs, but the last couple of years where the trade with the Bears, the drafting of Bryce Young, it's feeling like a disaster. Bryce Young gets benched, all that stuff. And now they're back in the playoffs. Any way they could get there, they got there. They should be pumped. And again, they beat the Rams in Carolina, a month ago? Mm-hmm. So drag him to deep water again. Get him into it. Need a pick 6? Get him into it.
Yep. And then they're going to have a decision to make about Bryce Young, too.
Yeah.
At some point.
This was his third year?
This is year 3.
Yeah.
So is it before the season starts? You have to make a decision about the year 5 extension that you can do.
I think so.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, the highest road playoff favorites in NFL history, the Commanders were 10.5-point underdogs to the Bucs when you covered
at home.
Yep, yeah.
Yep.
So the Bucs were road favorites.
Yep.
And then the Rams are 10.5-point favorites against the Panthers. I think we got to take the Panthers.
Take the Panthers.
I think we got to fucking Meow Mix it up.
Take the Panthers.
Keep pounding?
Keep pounding. Get a big ass drum.
Keep pounding. What a wild way for them to get in the playoffs.
I would not have had it any other way than that.
It really was a perfect way for the NFC South to finish.
It almost became a celebration of the entire division.
Yeah.
Which I really appreciated.
It was
also the Falcons losing to the Jets being the reason they didn't win the division.
Yeah. Also it was like a real divisional effort that every team in the division had to participate.
Yeah.
In week 18.
Yeah.
Like they all had to have a say in this.
It's
one way or another.
Quiet as it's kept.
To figure out their winner. They basically had a meeting of minds. They had all the 4 families came together in the course of 24 hours for the NFC South, and they're like, we elect the Panthers.
Yeah, quiet as it's kept. They're the most electric division in football.
Yeah. Zach.
Like the AFC North gets all the pub.
Yeah.
The NFC South just is complete and utter chaos.
Complete and utter chaos. Zach, are we firing Todd Bowles?
I would like Todd Bowles no longer to coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers anymore.
Okay, that was actually said in a perfect Todd Bowles way.
Yeah.
Where it's not harsh. It's not mean. It's not, it's just you'd rather him not coach your team anymore.
I don't want to be hateful, but anyone else, I'm in.
Anyone
else, I'm in.
I think Todd Bowles should have done a little bit more on Sunday. As a coach, as a leader, you're just going to let your guys go home and watch the Falcons-Saints game all separate from each other, not like a brotherhood. You're not going to have like a big team meeting. You're not going to watch it in like a gym. You're not going to bring the boys together. You're not going to buy everybody a bunch of bus tickets or plane tickets to go to the game. Can you imagine that? Like if Baker was in the stands for that game, that just tells me he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
I don't know how it got online. I'm not here to dry snitch, but them Leak and Baker being stressed out at home.
Well, that was
on the
his
couch.
own wife.
That's fair. Never mind.
Lovely lady.
I take it back.
She's
Lovely
pregnant.
family.
Good luck on
Yep.
number 2. We love Baker.
Congratulations on the pregnancy. You're right. We love you guys as a family unit. Great family. Never mind. He did look stressed though.
I mean, Baker was injured for the second half of this year. We're still Baker guys through and through. Though, looking at it from like 2 weeks ago when you needed the Falcons to just lose to the Rams or the Saints, but then also you just had to beat the Dolphins. Like the Bucs are going to walk away from this season saying you lost by 4 points to the Saints, you lost by a point to the Falcons, you lost by 3 points to the Panthers, you lost by 3 points to the Dolphins.
Yeah, and
all down the stretch.
I mean, credit to the people that love to correct people last week on the internet and say, actually, it's not a win and get in game because the Falcons could really fuck everything up for everyone.
I think Stephen Shea actually got community noted when he said the NFC South runs through Tampa.
Now it runs through Charlotte.
Yeah, well, it ran through Atlanta.
It runs to Charlotte via Atlanta.
All right, so I did this thing. I went and looked up for each team that did not make the playoffs this year because football fandom is hard and there's a lot of stressful moments and there's a season that you don't go to the playoffs sucks, but there's always one moment that you can look back at and be like, you know what, shit was really good at this specific time.
I got them too. Yeah.
Harder for some teams, but easier for others. This one is easy. It was the Bucs week 6. So we'll do this for every team that's been eliminated. Bucs fans, week 6, 30-19 versus San Francisco 49ers. You're 6-1. Baker is 12 touchdowns, 1 interception, top of the MVP race. It was good then.
That was a great time.
That was a good ride right there.
So
that crystallized moment.
Mine's a little bit different. Mine was Todd Bowles cussing after the Falcons beat them on
Also
Thursday Night
great.
Football. That felt like after a Super Bowl loss.
Yeah.
That one.
Also, this could be, depending on how tomorrow goes, this could just be your Super Bowl win is Todd Bowles getting fired.
Yeah, that'd be massive.
Yeah.
And it's a good possibility.
Yeah. Okay, Seahawks 13, Niners 3. We expected an incredible game from 2 of the best teams in the NFC, and we got instead the Seahawks being an absolute bulldozer of a team, running the ball down their throat. 171 yards rushing between Charbonnet and Walker, and they had 17 missed tackles. Sam Darnold, did he miss a couple guys? Yeah, but he also didn't make any mistakes, and the Seahawks defense had Brock Purdy in absolute hell.
They did. The Niners never really looked like they were threatening to score. But credit to their defense, which wasn't good. Their defense is not good.
Yeah.
They can't get a pass rush to save their lives. They did hold the Seahawks to 13 points.
Yeah.
Somehow.
But also they gave up that 3rd and 17 run to Kenneth Walker, which was insane.
That was a backbreaker.
That was an absolute backbreaker.
John Lynch looked like he wanted to explode after that.
I said it, I think last week or 2 weeks ago when the Seahawks, as they figure out their run game and get even better and better, this team is so scary because they now, I gave you the stat 5-1 when Sam Darnold has 2 or more turnovers. They can win in spite of that. And everyone's saying, oh, look out for Sam Darnold. He was in this exact spot last year, week 18, to get the 1 seed with the Vikings against the Lions, and he pissed down his leg. This year, he played mistake-free football. Mm-hmm. Like he did what he had to do for them to win the game.
Yeah.
And they won the game, and they're the 1 seed, and that's a massive swing in terms of how the NFC shakes out.
The defensive line for the Seahawks is a problem for anybody.
Yeah.
I think I now trust the Seahawks. I think that D is good enough. If they've got the ground game working, they are, to me, the best team in the NFC right now.
It's not like you don't have to trust Sam Darnold. You just have to say Sam Darnold just don't like completely combust.
Yeah, don't go full Sam.
Don't go full Sam, and the Seahawks could be in the Super Bowl.
Just don't I am Sam it.
Do you think the Seahawks? So I saw a tweet that they left a couple cigars in the locker room. Do you think they left it there because they're like, we'll be back? Because that's where the Super Bowl is.
I want to know what's in those cigars.
They might have left a couple
special cigars.
Listen. By the way, Nate Tice tweeted out, there have been 4 designed run plays on 3rd and 15 that have gained a first down this season. Seahawks have all 4.
That's insane. So, like, in the moment when they handed the ball off to Kenneth Walker, I think we all thought it was, like, giving up on it. Mm-hmm. But if it's worked 3 other times, they have confidence that they can get it.
Yeah.
The Seahawks are just a really, really good team. The Niners, I think they're okay, but they're very clearly limited what they can do, especially on offense when they're missing Trent Williams. Trent Williams being out was a big difference maker. They couldn't run the football with him out. They could protect for Brock Purdy with him out. And then having Ricky Pearsall out was also a big problem for them.
See, I think I agree. Obviously, Trent Williams is incredible, but I think that's also the Seahawks defense because Trent Williams went out on the first play against the Bears.
Yeah.
And they had no problem. So it's like the Seahawks team, the Niners had been, since week 14, they had 455 yards per game. And they were scoring 42.3 points per game the last 3. They had 173 total yards, 3 points, and they were 2 for 11 on 3rd and 4th down. Seahawks defense is a fucking monster.
They are, but I don't.
Trent Williams is very important.
I don't think that the Niners' offense is this bad. It was an ugly game. Ugly games happen. Turn the page.
The Kyle Shanahan stat is back.
Yes,
it popped back up. Was it 1-31 or something?
1-31 trailing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, by 7.
Kind of remarkable.
Yeah.
For a guy that's coached that much to not have too many come from behind wins.
Yeah. So that one is popped back up. But yeah, the Seahawks now having the road go through Seattle and the 49ers having to go across the country to Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was my argument. Obviously, the Ravens-Steelers game turned out to be incredible, but that was my argument in terms of consequences. It felt like that was the most consequential game for the Super Bowl picture on the weekend.
Yeah.
Because it feels like Seattle's, they got it now. They got it in front of them.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Okay. Sunday, Falcons 19, Saints 17. Tyler Shuck, he tried. He had no one to throw to.
It was just him. It was Shuck versus 11.
And that pick at the end when he was driving.
That's Shuck, though, because the ball is so catchable. Even a linebacker, a cornerback, a safety, it hits them in their hands. It just sticks.
Yeah. Raheem Morris gets fired 4 hours after the game. I think Falcons fans are very excited about that. Falcons went 8-9, I think, back-to-back years. You saw that they had the talent to be a really good team. We talked about it going into this weekend, how I listed all those things, 2,200 yards for Bijan, 50-plus sacks, and they lost to the Jets, and they lost these games. It's like, how did this happen? And they were a team that could have been a playoff team.
It is pretty crazy that the Falcons were eliminated a month ago.
Yeah.
A month ago. And then they ended up with the same record as the team that won the division.
Yep.
But yeah, the Falcons, it felt like Morris was going to be fired. There were a lot of really shitty losses that they had. To me, the surprising one that they did it now was the GM. Mm-hmm. The GM, don't get me wrong, I agree that they should have moved on from him, but maybe a long time ago, because he's the one that did the Penix move during the draft. And if you remember, right after they drafted Penix, he walked right over to Arthur Blank and had to explain to him what they were doing, because Arthur Blank was like, wait a second, I just paid Kirk Cousins
a shitload of money.
$100 million or whatever it was. You didn't think that you were going to tell me that you were about to draft a quarterback?
Yeah.
And at that moment, I was like, that dude is fired. That dude is the most fired individual that's ever lived. I'm surprised that he lasted a full 2 years. But I get the timing where a functional organization should want to line up the general manager and the new head coach at the same time. So yeah, it was a matter of time for Morris.
Here's the good news for the Falcons. So you had I think it was 2 years of Arthur Smith. He went 7-10, 7-10. Raheem Morris 2 years of him, he went 8-9, 8-9. It feels like the next coach you're going to get is going to be 9-8, 9-8.
It's the Kyle Pitts factor. The one touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 3, and he does end the season.
I'm so happy that he ended with 5.
Ends the season with 5 touchdowns. We were saying that if he plays 10 years and it continues, and he has 10 touchdowns in his last season, he should just retire at that point, even if he feels good. He's like, I don't want to roll the dice anymore and go for 11. This is too perfect of a stat for me to not walk away from.
I was actively rooting against him to score a touchdown today because I wanted this stat to be true, and I'm scared where he's going to sign as a free agent, and someone's going to realize, oh shit, this guy's really good, and he's going to end up with like 10 touchdowns next year and blow it all up.
I want that.
Yeah,
I want that.
He's
for the record.
He will be.
I want him to be a commander.
Yeah, but I feel bad. The Falcons are a big what if team. They were eliminated on December 7th, like you said. They had lost to the Jets. I think they lost one game after that. It's crazy that they're not. I mean, they finished the same record, and they just couldn't do the little things on a couple games to get them in the playoffs.
So like we said earlier, I love the Panthers and Bucs fans that were in the stands wearing their Panthers and Bucs uniforms to the game. But then I was thinking afterwards, like, how bad of a road trip home would that be for a Bucs fan?
Yeah.
If you're a Bucs fan that made the flight up there, I assume most of you made the flight and didn't actually drive it, but maybe a couple of you did. Let's say if you did drive, that road trip back to Tampa from Atlanta
would suck.
You're going to be like, what did I just do?
Why did I do that?
Why? Hopefully you made some friends. Hopefully.
But you got to see Tyler Shuck.
You got to see Shuck in action. And it's like the Dan Hurley when UConn was getting good. Like, get your wins in against the Saints now.
Yeah.
You better do it now.
Yeah. Hank?
I bet Tyler Shuck, he was in the Hungry Dog, only one that lost. I thought he played terrible.
Yeah, you said he sucked. He was throwing to nobody.
I was trying to reverse jinx, but yeah, I listened to this podcast. I listened to you guys a lot, and I saw them as a plus sign. I was like, it's Shuck. I don't know why you guys are so obsessed with him.
Because he throws such a catchable ball.
Did you know that Chris Olave was out?
Yeah.
He had the guys were dropping
but it's Tyler
everything.
Shuck. It's Tyler Shuck.
He was on like his third running back.
He still had 260 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
He's
The
electric.
He almost had 300
and a rushing touchdown.
Why do we?
It was a garbage time touchdown, but it was a
did you
good
just say
pass.
why we like Tyler Shuck? Leader of men, catchable ball,
Did you not see the scrambles?
I will not be.
fun name to say.
My
Sneaky
indoctrination is over.
You're done with Tyler Shuck.
For like he can win me back.
How?
What more can he do?
Playing-
dude? He took a bunch of scrubs.
Did you see all the drops he had today?
To what?
to 6-11.
But he didn't start.
The Saints were the worst team in the NFL. Like they were first pick watch under Spencer Rattler.
What's their record after he took over?
I think it was 5-4.
I think 5-3.
He had a winning record with the Saints, Hank. Is that not good enough for you?
Is that not good enough for you? Were you not entertained?
I was not entertained today. No, today was my first week on the Shuck train, and I was not entertained.
See, what you don't understand.
I
He's-
want a refund.
He's a dual threat quarterback. He can beat you with his brains or with his heart. And he's got the command of that locker, got the command of that city.
Yeah. I think to be totally honest with you, Hank, I think it's always exciting when like a team drafts not one of the premier guys in the first round and he ends up being really good. And that's what they have in Tyler Shuck.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's a third rounder.
Also, sidebar, Hank, don't listen. I think like maybe 5 to 10% of why we like Shuck so much is because we're kind of flexing that we know how to pronounce his name.
And also another probably 25 to 30% is that we all bet him offensive rookie of the year.
There it is.
Yeah, yep. That's also true.
There
And
it
then
is.
and we finally come clean.
And his name rhymes with suck, fuck, and cuck. The big three. It's hard
a
not
great
to
name
like
to
him.
say.
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
You fucking hate Shuck.
it's fun.
Once we figured out how to say his name, it was just it was love at first sight.
It was.
I literally, he had like, after his second game, I saw one highlight package, and I took him to win Rookie of the Year. And I was like, this is just going to be my guy.
You know what I like about
And he went on a run.
He does throw an insanely catchable ball.
does.
That's a fact.
And he moves with confidence. I like that. A lot of guys, like when Spencer Rattler got out there, a lot of times he didn't really know which way was up.
Yeah.
Shuck is like, I am this offense.
Okay, so best moment for these two teams because they were eliminated. I have for the Falcons was the easy one, the week 5 Monday Night Football game where they killed the Bills.
Yep.
And it was everyone. It was Penix 250, Bijan 170, Drake London 158. It was a true, this is the Falcons, and they're here, and they're the best team in the NFC South. They went 3-2 after winning that game, and then it all fell apart. But that was the moment.
I had that one. I also had the same game as that Bucs game, the Thursday night where Kirk Cousins took down Baker.
Yep, and also firing of Raheem Morris today.
Pretty big.
That's one. And then for the Saints, I had Week 14 when Tyler Shuck beat the Bucs 24-20, and he had that touchdown run, game-winning touchdown run to go up late in the fourth quarter. Because I feel like that was the first time we're like, oh shit, this is a guy.
That's an interesting one. I actually had the Saints at Green Bay, April 25th. They drafted Tyler Shuck.
That's true. That's also true.
That's their Super Bowl.
Yeah, big time.
Also, with Falcons, they hired a firm to lead their search for a GM and their head coach. The firm is called
I saw this.
Sportsology. Sportsology. I want to work at Sportsology one day.
I saw that and I was like, what? We should start a Sportsology.
This podcast is Sportsology.
I was thinking about, like, what if it was just Vibesology, where we just come in and we don't have any expertise on anything.
But we know sports.
We tell you, well, we don't even know sports that well. We just can tell you, like, yeah, you know what? That guy, like Bill in accounting, he kind of fucking sucks. Like, he's not, like, we were trying to bust his balls this morning. He's kind of a loser. We need more guys we need more dudes in this place.
It would just be like, this guy's not a dude. He's not a real he's not a real dude. This guy is not a good hang. I don't know what Sportsology does, but I want to say 10 out of 10 job naming your company. Great name. I think they're just going to pretend to look around. I have a theory about the Falcons.
By the way, I'm just thinking about us being like, we'd probably get kicked out as soon as we get to the females in the building. We're like, yeah, you know, Becky, she's not a dude.
No,
she's a chick.
No, chicks can be dudes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. But we go down the list and we're like, oh, that one's not a dude.
Yeah,
like she's too much of a chick. We got to get her out of here.
I also think that our reports, the executive summaries would just be like, this dude rocks.
Yeah.
This dude kind of sucks.
That's a dude you'd want around.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I know girls can be dudes. I mean, we work with Kate. Kate is on the yak every day. I'm like, what's up, guys?
Kate's
the ultimate dude.
The ultimate dude. The biggest dude I know.
Yeah.
I've got a theory about the Falcons.
Okay.
I think they're going to hire Sportsology. This is a move that you do, I think, if you already know exactly what you're planning on doing, and you hire a firm to pretend that you're casting a wide net.
Yeah, I mean, Sportsology sounds like they saw the firm on like Instagram swipe up ads.
Yeah.
I would hire Sportsology to get me in shape.
Or just like review our bets before we put them in.
Yeah, there'd be an app on Sportsology. It'd be like, here, download this app for $25 a month. We'll send you a workout that will get you ripped.
Yeah.
And then I don't do any of the workouts.
All right, so my theory. What about Kirby Smart? What about Kirby Smart?
That'd be interesting.
All these college coaches are like, I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. The transfer portal, NIL is too much.
Kirby does have it set up pretty nice.
He does have it set up pretty good.
I think if he becomes a Falcons head coach, when guys get arrested, he probably has to bench them. Georgia, different.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it pretty nice.
It just seems to me like hiring this. Just put a pin in that one.
Okay.
Put a pin in that one.
Okay.
I think that they'll at least kick the tires pretty hard on Kirby.
I also think that a problem with Kirby Smart is your fan base would be pissed.
Yeah, true.
That is
true. They would be very upset.
Because right now Falcons fans are just like, we don't really care about the Falcons. We got Georgia football. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the Georgia Tech Falcons fans would be pumped.
Yeah.
But everyone else
I feel like
pissed.
there's more Georgia fans.
I'm just saying, I just want to shout those guys out, the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets Falcons contingent, they're rooting for this.
Where did Arthur Blank go to college? Let's see.
He went to the School of Ghosts.
I'm going to guess that he went somewhere.
He went to
spooky.
the Hell Hotel.
He went to Wharton. Let's see.
Yeah, may I take your order?
Babson College.
Wow. Wellesley, Mass. That's where my brother went.
Oh, nice.
The Beavers.
Also, Hank, you know I'm a big birthday guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Nick Bellore.
Hell yeah.
Your guy.
My guy.
Washington Commander.
Stud.
Special teamer, yeah. Hank's buddy.
Oh, okay. How's he Hank's buddy?
He goes to the same gym.
They work out together, yeah.
Nice.
We work
Yeah,
out together.
that's your lifting buddy.
Shout out Nick.
I see him doing workouts. I'm like, holy fuck.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. There we go, Nick.
Still doesn't count as a birthday.
Is his birthday today?
When this episode comes out.
Oh, okay. That counts.
By the way, I had so many people be like, I'm so glad that you're a birthday guy now. Like a lot of people being like, welcome.
Just not
I got
true
tips.
at all, by the way.
Oh, no.
May 12th is his birthday.
Oh, is it really? God. You're the worst birthday guy in the world.
Stop it.
You got to try again next
There's
year.
no way. How do you mess
Put a
that
pin
up?
in it.
I searched NFL birthdays January 5th, and his name was on there.
You gotta go to
Yeah.
you gotta go 2027. We gotta go next year.
Okay, what about? Wait, I had a backup.
Dude,
He might be dead though. Chuck Noll. Happy birthday, Chuck Noll.
Okay. Yeah. Chuck Noll, very dead. Dead for
There you
11
go, January
years.
5th.
Yeah.
But dead for 11 years.
Yeah, happy birthday, buddy. I hope it's a good one.
That's unreal.
Oh. Okay, Browns 20, Bengals.
My problem is I'm doing like the least amount of
Nick,
prep
yeah.
for
Nick's
birthdays.
just sitting at home like, what?
I'm just
what?
I'm just Googling the date, birthday. I don't even click on the link. I just look at the summary on the Google front page when it comes
You know what you
up.
need? You know what you need to do is you need to try again next year and have someone like give Zach your phone. Actually, Jacob would be good for this. Give Jacob your phone on January 1st and have him load into your calendar
No, I can still
like the top 3 birthdays for every single day.
I'm not giving up on 2026 just yet.
Okay, you're 0 for like 7.
I know I wished a lot of people
You're
happy
also going to
birthday.
forget so many people's in this office's birthday, and that's when it's like you're shutting out random celebrities dead or people that aren't their actual birthday. And then you're going to have people that we work with that it's going to be like, oh, it's their birthday? Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoops.
Okay. You get hot.
Hot star.
Yeah, maybe you'll get hot at some point.
Hank, I'm so new to the birthday game that there's going to be
Birthdays in May.
I'm really happy that I fact checked that.
there's going to be
Yeah.
a couple bumps in the road along the way.
We have
and-
some issues.
and we're gonna work through them.
Yeah. Okay, Browns 20, Bengals 18. Not a lot from this game other than the Bengals somehow lost this game when the Browns had 6 points from their offense, 11 first downs, and they just basically somehow found a way through pick sixes and weird plays happening. And the Bengals, like, I didn't think that the Browns were going to win this game, but they did, and Myles Garrett got the record. He has the sack record for season 23. Is it 23? I believe so. Yeah,
you gotta
it's 23.
buy a half sack.
Now, I know people are going to. There was a couple. There was instant cynicism. One on the play. We watched the whole game. Joe Burrow was trying very hard not to get sacked.
Yeah, it was kind of like the Steelers game where their offense was going away from Myles Garrett. When he would go, they would put him in the middle as like a linebacker that was blitzing in the A gap sometimes.
Yeah.
And they would go directly away from him at all times. And Burrow was he was turning around, looking for Myles Garrett, trying to get away from him for the entire game. The sack that Myles Garrett ended up having on Joe Burrow, it was the best time get off that I've ever seen.
It was literally the best time get off this year. It was 0.23 seconds, and his average get off, which is the best in the league, is 0.7.
Yeah.
So
He timed it absolutely perfect.
it couldn't have been better. And it's actually, so just to put it in perspective, when Usain Bolt had the 100-yard dash record in Beijing, his get-off time was 0.165. So that's double. No, that's 8 times the get-off in terms of milliseconds of Myles Garrett.
What was Patino's time?
That was 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Pretty good.
Yeah. But it was
One
that
thing-
play with, like, Joe Burrow didn't go down. He just knew that Myles Garrett had him.
Yeah, one thing that we forget is that Joe Burrow doesn't want to get absolutely destroyed by Myles Garrett when he's about to get sacked by him.
Correct.
And so he took a step forward and he's like, I'm going to eat this one instead of getting ragdolled.
Yep.
Joe's got enough to deal with his injury history. He doesn't need to take a clean shot from Myles Garrett coming off the edge. How fast?
0.23 seconds.
Yeah, you don't want that in your face.
So then the other cynicism is obviously a 17-game season.
Yep.
And that's what everyone's shouting about. I prefer not to care about that because I can see into the future, and we're going to go to 18 games. Then I'll start complaining.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of complaining about one extra game when very soon, in probably the next 3 or 4 years, you will have records where you can complain about 2 extra games.
Yeah.
That's when you can complain.
And they didn't always keep track of sacks either.
Yeah.
So things changed. This was a very impressive season. Garrett had a down into the season.
Yep.
He was like on a pace to shatter the record for 2/3 of the entire 2025 season. Then he kind of like, I think he started to think about it too much. You could see it was weighing on him during the games. He was struggling. He was outthinking himself. Teams started to game plan specifically against him getting that sack. And yeah, credit to him. That was an insanely impressive. Also, for the cynics out there, what's probably even more impressive about Myles Garrett is the fact that he got all these sacks despite the fact he never got to play against the Browns' offensive line.
Yeah.
He never got to play against Shedeur Sanders.
And he also was, for the most part, playing, not with a lead.
Yeah.
Like, he never had a fourth quarter where they're up 10 and the team has to pass. So here's the other one for snaps required for each sack record. Michael Strahan, 567. TJ Watt, 616. Myles Garrett, 437. So there you go. If you want to complain, that's it right there. He broke it in significantly less snaps than Strahan and Watt.
Yeah. Now, as for the Bengals, Jamar Chase said that his plans are to go to Cancun like everyone keeps telling him to.
Dude, don't go to Cancun. Go to Cabo.
But I love that. I love that he's taking our stance, which is like, fuck yeah, I'm going to go to Cancun, buddy. And it's going to be great. I think that...
Or go to the forest one. What's the forest one?
What,
Tulum?
Oh, yeah. You
Tulum.
can go to Tulum.
That's a rich person place.
I thought you were going to say Bohemian Grove. That would also be nice. Zach Taylor probably not going to get fired is what I'm hearing. I think Rappaport reported that earlier today.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's got his back.
Joe Burrow's got his back. The Browns don't fire coaches. I think they finally fired Marvin Lewis after, what was that, 7 years in a row?
Yep.
Going to the playoffs with no win.
It really is up to Joe Burrow, though. Like, if Joe Burrow said he didn't like Zach Taylor, he'd be fired.
Maybe.
I think the Bengals are at least smart enough to know that Joe Burrow, to keep him happy, is the paramount thing that they should do in the offseason.
I tried to look up how many coaches Mike Brown has fired. But when you Google Mike Brown fired coach, you just get lots of articles about the basketball coach.
Yeah.
And it's ungoogleable.
He's been fired a lot.
It's one of the ungoogleable sports searches that you can do. The other one,
that and Bressour's
birthdays.
Yeah.
I was going to say that NFL birthdays is very hard. Also, if you're trying to find the Gordon Hayward Final Four shot, I tried looking that up by typing Butler rally missed shot. That's not a good one. That's a bad one to do.
Yeah, that would be. Joe Burrow's plans for the offseason I liked. He said, I got no obligations for a while, so I'll just go to sleep when I get tired, I guess. Who knows?
Okay.
It's about, he said, I'm going to relax, be around friends and family, stay up late, stay in bed late.
That sounds like something a 7-year-old would say.
Or a depressed person.
I guess
I mean, staying in bed late is...
No. If you can?
Yeah, but there's definitely a point where you're staying in bed too long. If you can't get out of bed in the morning.
That's when you start training.
Yeah, true. It would be nice to just stay in bed till 11 a.m.
All he has to do is work out for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter when he does it.
I also think
and he gets a couple weeks to not even do that.
With Joe Burrow, when he's like, I'll wake up when I want to wake up, that probably means he's going to wake up at 7.
Yeah.
He's still going to be out of bed pretty early.
But I just like that. I thought that was a really good answer to it. Got no obligations for a while, so I'll just go to sleep when I get tired. I guess. Who knows?
Yeah.
It feels like Kevin Stefanski's going to get fired,
That's right.
and it feels like Kevin Stefanski's going to get hired.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be unemployed for very long.
Pretty quickly.
I feel like the Giants will be very interested in a Stefanski.
There's some smoke about Matt LaFleur and then Stefanski, which would be a weird one. It would be crazy if the Packers fired Matt LaFleur.
There's smoke?
There's smoke.
So you could...
Jay Glazer had him under the we'll see category.
So what I'm hearing then is that you could get LaFleur fired.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a very good coach, so that would be great.
The Bears could get him fired.
I mean, I like
week.
him as a guy, so I don't want him to lose his job, but I would love for him to coach somewhere else.
Yeah.
Although I think Kevin Stefanski's a good coach, too.
I think Stefanski will be hired very quickly. Yeah. And I would love to know everything that went on behind the scenes in his time in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because you could write several books about that.
He's got stories. All right. Crystallized moments for both teams. Browns, it was Myles Garrett's sack record. Also, you could throw in Week 17 against the Steelers.
Yeah.
That was, especially because at the time, it was like we just fucked their season. And the Bengals, it's clear for me, Thanksgiving night, when Joe Burrow comes back, they beat the Ravens 32-14, in Baltimore. They get to 4-8, and everyone started hey, they're still alive if they run the table.
Yep.
I think they lost literally the next week. But that was a good Thanksgiving for Bengals fans. You had a little bit of hope.
I had the same thing, beating it was the Ravens on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
That was a great. After specifically, it was my Super Bowl for them when they were on the field together and they were all eating turkey and eating the meal. It was like, that is a great time. That's the boys hanging out. They'll remember that. They'll think back and smile. And then I also had the Browns beating the Packers. That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. And Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Stavi's not looking like he's doing well, huh? Wait, are you listening to it? You're pre-listening to it? Okay, let's do Jags Titans first. Jags 41, Titans 7. The Jacksonville Jaguars are AFC South champions. Incredible season.
Called it.
What?
You remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. I did. Did you bet it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What price did you get?
It was 5-1.
That was damn.
Yeah.
I should have bet it. Fuck. I'm an idiot.
Good hit.
Incredible season though for them. The turnaround was nuts. I think they're the third team in history to go from to have 13 plus losses to 13 plus wins. The Patriots this year is another one, and the 1999 Colts, Peyton Manning's second year, I believe. So crazy turnaround. Liam Cohen's awesome. Trevor Lawrence is playing out of his mind good. Trevor Lawrence in the last 8 games of the season, 19 pass touchdowns, 5 rush touchdowns. The only players with those TD totals in an 8-game span were Lamar Jackson and Cam Newton in their MVP seasons.
Yeah, he's been playing at
MVP
literally
level.
MVP level for the last month and a half. Also, maybe some credit to James Gladstone, their new GM.
Yeah, the boy wizard.
The boy wizard might have done it. The spreadsheet might have gotten the Jaguars to the playoffs.
And they did this all without our guy,
Travis Hunter, for the most part. Now, I'm confused about something. Maybe you can fill me in. Did I miss something? Jerry O'Connell says, I'm a Jaguars fan now. This is all Jags content. Why is that? And then he posted a picture of him yelling in your ear, Hank. Did he mean to say that he's a Chargers fan now?
I think
Had
so.
to have.
I think he's probably got confused.
I think he might be a little confused. Jerry, I think that you should just be both.
Yeah.
I think you could be a Chargers and a Jags fan.
They're similar enough.
Approved.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, Jerry. But yeah, the Jaguars just playing really, really good football right now. Very clean football. Defense looks good. Offense looks good. Special teams had a hiccup. I may have overstated how bad they are. I think their special teams is fine.
Well, Cam Little's awesome.
Cam Little is a weapon.
67-yarder.
The guy is a goddamn weapon. And also that pool looked awesome today.
Yeah, there's maybe a
Jacksonville.
kid drowning in it, but other than that, it was awesome.
I mean, that's par for the course.
Yeah, there's a guy in a luchador mask and a kid kind of half underwater.
That might have been the lifeguard that was wearing the T-shirt and the luchador mask.
Yeah, it was. The pool looked. I tweeted a picture of it. I think PFT did too. Yeah, the pool looked like it was rocking. So, congrats to the Jags. They're absolutely one of those teams that we were saying it before. This playoff's so crazy because you could say a bunch of teams. I'd be like, yeah, I guess they could. Look at this kid. He's. And then they get the luchador.
Yeah, no, Rey
out.
Mysterio's got him.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
I like the lady that's wearing the swimsuit and also the knit cap
Yeah.
in the pool.
Yeah, the pool is rocking.
And that one girl's wearing like a dress.
Yeah,
Like a church dress.
they're having a great time.
It's a magical place.
The Titans, Cam Ward played well down the stretch. He got hurt today, which sucks. But he did improve in the final 8 games. He had 10 touchdown passes, 1 interception, 103 passer rating. These are all in the last 8 games. So 4 straight games to end the season with 2 TD passes. He went out of the game today, but he showed some progress.
Yeah, and you got a couple pieces. Jeffrey Simmons is awesome.
Yep.
There's some guys that you can build around there.
In terms of the crystallized moment for the Titans, I would say week 5 versus the Cardinals, that crazy fourth quarter comeback where they scored 16 points for their first win of the season.
Yep.
And then also the game week 16 when they beat the Chiefs. I know it was after Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL, but that was Cam Ward's he was really, really good in that game.
I had those 2 things too. That the Cards comeback was incredible. And then when you beat the Chiefs, doesn't matter. It's the logo.
It's Andy Reid.
Yeah.
You feel like you beat the Chiefs.
And you beat the fuck out of
You
the
really
Chiefs.
kicked their ass.
So, yeah, those are the two moments where you can look back and be like, hey, you know what? There were a couple moments where we had a good Sunday into Monday.
And now they're picking fourth.
And now they're picking fourth.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll talk some draft stuff later. Okay, before we get to the final two games of the early slate, DraftKings every week in the NBA. Stars rise, legends are made, and one player rules them all. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting part of the NBA, is bringing back King of the Court, and now it's every Tuesday of the season. Here's how it works. DraftKings is putting $1 million in bonus bets each week. Opt in, apply your token, place a $5 pregame bet on the NBA star you think will dominate each Tuesday. If your pick finishes the night leading the league in points, rebounds, and assists, they're crowned King of the Court, and you win your share of $1 million in bonus bets. And this season, there's a new way to track the action. King of the Court leaderboard inside the app. Before tip-off, see the top 10 stars in points, rebounds, and assists while games are live. Watch your pick climb the ranks, and when it's over, find out exactly where your stars stacked up and if you've been crowned a winner. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE to win a share of $1 million in bonus bets. If your player is King of the Court in partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Okay, Texans 38, Colts 30. There was that touchdown at the very end, which didn't matter for the spread. But Riley Leonard looked okay. Texans brought in Davis Mills, halfway through the game. Nico Collins didn't play. This was kind of one of those Week 18 games, let's just get on with it. Because as soon as the Jags went up by how much they went up, it was like, all right, the AFC South's done. Yeah, let's just move on.
It still seemed like the Texans had a lot to gain, though, during the game. I feel like they took their foot off the gas super early, didn't they?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the Jaguars went up big very early.
Yeah, they just kind of – they waved the white flag, or they seemed to –
and they still won, yeah.
They still won, but they seemed to kind of stop putting their best effort forward way sooner than I thought that they would. Mm-hmm. Most coaches, especially if you're in a close game, would just be like, no, I'm going to keep playing my starters. I saw that that Phillip Rivers is going to get some interviews to be a head coach.
I love that.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's a high school coach.
Yep.
I guess this is one way to jump to the top of the line. I think it'd be good for the league if Phillip Rivers was a head coach.
Player coach.
Player coach would be incredible.
Oh my God,
are you telling me that
awesome.
if your starting quarterback goes down, Phillip Rivers is your head coach, he's not going to at least think about putting himself back in?
Yeah.
All the memories he could make for himself?
Has to.
It has to happen. This is kind of the half season from hell for the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
With the exception, obviously, of Phillip Rivers playing for you. Things just completely fell apart.
They finished. They were my best moment for Colts was Week 10. They went to Berlin. They beat the Falcons in overtime. They went to 8-2. Then they had the bye week. 8-2 going into the bye week. It was right after the Sauce Gardner trade. By the way, Sauce Gardner officially the least amount of wins if you count all teams. And Sauce Gardner, he had 2 wins this year. Mm-hmm. The Raiders had 3. So, but that was the moment. That was the moment where it felt like everything was in front of you. Daniel Jones gets hurt. They finished the season 1-7. Brutal.
Everything was in front of you at that moment, but it was very short-lived because I think it was one day later that Hank called you a fraud and brought you crashing back down to earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Hank was right.
Hank's dead on right.
You can be mad at Hank. God knows I'm upset with him from time to time. But I also raise my hand and I admit the man is the best hater that I've ever been around.
I just call it how I see it.
Truth teller.
You nailed that one. You nailed it.
Truth teller. Yeah. My Super Bowl for the Colts was actually the loss to the Rams. Remember that?
Yeah.
They lost to the Rams and A.D. Mitchell had 2 turnovers and it felt like they should have beaten the Rams.
Yeah.
At that point it was their losses are good enough to prove to me that they're a great team.
Yeah.
And that they should be around.
So the Colts are bringing back Shane Steichen, which I think is the right move, but they're also bringing back Chris Ballard, which I don't understand because Chris Ballard has been the Colts GM for, I believe, 9 years now. He has never won the division. Mm-hmm. And it's the AFC South. And it's not the AFC South is bad, but there have been stretches where there have been bad teams in the AFC South, and he has not found a way to win the division.
I think Miss Irsay is going to take care of that.
Yeah, I
I think she's got her eye on him. That's all. I don't know have they made like a commitment to move on with him, or they just haven't fired him yet?
No, they said I think they made an announcement saying that Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen are both safe.
I think Miss Ursay
officially returned. Yeah, Colts owner Carly Ursay Gordon will speak to the media Monday.
I think she's got her eye on him though.
But yeah, it's Chris Ballard. Yeah, he's held on. I think maybe it's the lesson in all of this is take a job where the franchise quarterback decides to just retire randomly right after you take the job, and then you can be like, well, if Andrew Luck didn't retire.
Then you can go for a series of like 1-year replacements.
Yeah, like Gar Forman and John Paxson kind of did that with Derrick Rose's injury. They're like, well, if Derrick Rose didn't get injured, we'd be in a totally different place.
We're still trying to work our way out of having this guy because we built the team around Andrew's strengths. So
it's 10 years later, like, hey, listen, if he didn't retire, it would be totally different.
Tell you what, how many first-round picks is it going to take to bring Carson Wentz here? We gotta fix this gaping hole.
Matt Ryan.
What about Philip Rivers?
Remember that Matt Ryan year? That was tough. That was a tough watch.
But Daniel Jones, what do you do with Daniel Jones at this point?
Keep him? Is he under contract? I assume he is. Memes, you probably know.
The Achilles.
I don't think he is. I think he's a free agent.
Oh shit! So actually, maybe keep him for cheap because he's injured, right?
Well, let's see
and it's also the Anthony Richardson draft pick is what really has sunk them recently.
Yeah, and with Daniel Jones, it was the Achilles, and then he hurt it late enough in the season where he's not going to be ready for the start of next year.
No, I would say probably not.
Free agent, start of next year.
Yeah, so they got to figure out what to do at quarterback again,
which is not fun
for like the 20th season in a row.
Yeah, and it's Aaron Rodgers feels like he might stay.
I mean, there's an answer out there. If you want to go like the traditional, what we've seen from the Colts since the retirement of Andrew Luck, there's a name out there that fits perfectly.
Who?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Colts quarterback.
That's true. Imagine if they'd taken Tyler Shuck. How you be feeling about the Colts right now?
Feeling pretty good.
You feeling pretty good.
I do think that the Colts were good. If Daniel Jones had stayed healthy, I think this is a much different wrap-up of the Colts.
Yeah, no, I think they probably find a way to get in the playoffs.
They probably wouldn't be the 1 seed.
With the 8-2,
yeah.
I think I saw it. I think it was like the first team ever to do that, where they started 8-2 and finished under 500.
Right, because the Colts. Okay, I'll preface it by saying Hank was right.
7-2 they started. Sorry,
Hank ended up being right.
Yeah,
but I don't think that they were frauds at the time. He was right that they weren't going to make the playoffs, but at the time, the Colts beat the Broncos. They barely lost to the Rams. They beat the Chargers.
They almost beat the Seahawks with Phil Rivers.
They did, yeah.
They were the first team in Super Bowl era to at one point be 6 games over 500 and then end the season with a losing record.
Yeah.
That's tough. And it pretty much came right after you frauded them.
Also, their schedule.
Hank knows ball.
The schedule did get way, way harder on the Colts down the stretch, but they would not have lost all those games.
Yeah. Do you know this is the first time the Texans are in the playoffs as a wild card?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. They've always won the South. They started 0-3. We're 3-5. Finished the season 12-5. I'm now on just Texans hate watch. Just rooting against them. Mm-hmm. Sorry. I like you, D'Amico Ryans. Their defense is awesome. Danielle Hunter, shout out you. You know why.
Mm-hmm. You get it.
But yeah, we have to part ways here.
But again, the Texans are 2-0 at home in the playoffs and 0-2 on the road in the playoffs.
And they're going to have to play
under D'Amico Ryans.
Pretty much all, well, not necessarily all road games, but most likely games. I mean, at least for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, Cowboys, Giants. I don't know. The Giants are so maddening for Giants fans. Our friend Tommy Smokes tweeted out they are 8-30 in their last 30 games. The Giants are, and 4 of those 8 wins have come in week 17 or 18 when they were far eliminated. They only win games to hurt their draft pick, and that's what they did today. And the Cowboys weren't trying. Dak Prescott came out after, I think he got 4,000 yards. He just was out of the game after that. The Cowboys did not care, and the Giants did for no reason.
They really cared.
They really cared.
Well, I've been saying this about Kafka, that he's been coaching the team like he's not an interim coach. Like he's been being a hard ass to them. He's been like not necessarily like the nice guy, best friend, head coach. And they tried really, really hard today. Jackson Dart looked pretty good. I still like when Jackson Dart does the improvisational shit.
Yeah.
Like I hope that, because I did see him sliding more today. I saw him like thinking a little bit more about taking care of himself in contact. Just don't beat the crazy, weird Brett Favre improv shit out of him, because that's when Jackson Dart makes some serious magic happen. Like that little the dump off that he had, was that to Bellinger?
Yeah.
That he took across the field. That was an awesome play. Giants look good. Ultimately, though, it was not a good win for the Giants. It's kind of like the Drew Lock, where he just went nuclear a couple years ago.
I mean, they had the two going into week 17 and 18. If they just lost those 2 games, they have the number 1 pick. They obviously beat the Raiders last week. If they had just lost today, they would have had the number 2 pick. It's crazy. It's insane what they keep doing every single year.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be so angry at the Giants for doing this year in and year out, where they fuck themselves over by winning completely meaningless games for no reason. You're going to have a totally new head coach, a new staff. Why did you win this game today? What, like, look at what the Raiders only ended up winning a game because nothing could fuck up getting the first pick anymore. Like, look what the Raiders did against the Giants last week. They sent Max Crosby home. Why didn't you just do that?
I've got a theory about some of the Giants players in these final weeks of the season. Obviously, it's hard to tank in the NFL as a player because everything you do, your next contract depends on it. I think these guys are so burnt out playing for the Giants that by the end of the season, in these meaningless games, they're like, I need to play to my absolute best potential so I can sign with a team that's not the Giants.
Yeah. But that's where the Giants are so stupid for not just sitting everyone.
Yeah.
Like, the Raiders gave you the blueprint.
Yeah, sit Dart.
The Raiders told you, put Russ in.
But yeah, Jameis could fuck things up too.
Although Russ did have like the best game of the year against the Cowboys. Remember that game?
Yeah.
When he just kept on throwing moon balls. They might have still been able to beat the Giants with Russ. I mean, the Cowboys.
I think they would have beaten the Cowboys with Jameis too.
Yeah.
The Giants were just too good.
But the last 3 seasons in week 17 and 18, they're 4-2. And all other weeks, they're 9-36.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Your Super Bowl, by the way, Giants, will be when you fire Joe Shane.
Yep. And also, backup Super Bowl, Thursday Night Football, when you beat the Eagles, kick the shit out of the Eagles, and Cam Scatterboo was awesome. And that was definitely a Super Bowl.
For the Cowboys, your Super Bowl, a lot of people would say beating the Chiefs on Thanksgiving.
I think that's it.
I disagree.
Okay.
Tying the Packers 40-40 in the aftermath of the Micah Parsons trade, where everyone was like, the Cowboys.
That was pretty big.
The Cowboys will win 0 games, blah, blah, blah. And then they tied the Packers.
But if you're talking about a crystallized moment of like, when was it the most fun to be a Cowboys fan this year? It had to have been Thanksgiving, because remember the talk? You led all talk. Because if the Cowboys just sniff above 500, every show is going to talk about them ad nauseum. And they beat the Chiefs in front of, I think it was the most watched NFL game, regular season game ever.
Yeah.
And they went to 6-5-1, and all the talk was, watch out for the Cowboys. No one wants the Cowboys in the playoffs. This offense is incredible, which it was. But yeah, that after that, you went and lost to Detroit, and you lost to Minnesota, and you lost to the Chargers, and it all just fell apart.
Yep. But you're right about the Giants. I had that too. The Thursday night game against Philly, where you had Scatterboo, the blue injury tent.
Yeah.
That was scenes.
That was fun.
Remember that?
Remember that, Max?
Yep. Fuck.
That was Phillies. That was the.
I'm aware.
Oh, I was talking to PFT.
Yeah.
You said Max.
I said but
you
then
said did you
no, but
did you
then I
remember that,
looked
Max?
at PFT and said that was Phillies.
It was
because
the
he might
Phillies.
not have remembered.
No, I do remember, because you were gone for a little bit. You were at the Cubs game.
Yeah.
And I was watching at the office, and that Phillies game was crazy, by the way. The way that ended.
Yeah, and I came back and you said, "Hey,
We're on to the
this
playoffs.
This is
We're on to
actually
the NFL playoffs.
so bad. Like, don't even talk to him."
Yeah, I didn't want to. My focus was on one thing, that was making sure that Max kept the hair, and kept the outfit on for the show. Mm-hmm. That was it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Vikings 16, Packers 3. Ugly game. J.J. McCarthy goes out of the game because he re-injured his hand. The Packers were playing no one. They're playing Clayton Tune. They were not trying this game, although it did have spread drama at the end where the Packers were almost going to score.
That was so confusing at the end of the game.
Yeah, it was crazy. But J.J. McCarthy, now your Vikings are basically, what do you do? Because they finished 9-8. They were officially in that. If they had found a way, kind of like the Falcons, they would have been a scary team. The way that defense was playing, I don't know if they would have been that scary because it might have been Max Brosmer in a playoff game. But they finished the season strong, and now what do you do with J.J. McCarthy?
I think you got to roll with him.
He said after the game, so he was asked, have you earned the right to be the starter? He said, after today, maybe, but tomorrow there's nothing promised. The next day, there's nothing promised. I'm just trying to make daily deposits to make sure I'm in this house for a long time.
Daily deposits. I love it. You got to roll with 9.
Yeah.
You got to roll with 9, although Max Brosmer didn't look bad today when he got in. Clayton Tune, I don't know. I guess that's okay. You're a third-string quarterback. That's fine. Nobody really expected too much out of this game in general, but yeah, it was a boring game.
What do you think about J.J. McCarthy saying he didn't want to take a Toradol shot because he didn't want anything to numb the pain? Is he a masochist?
Yeah, maybe he might like to feel alive.
I mean, I guess it was smart for him to not play if he's hurt because who the fuck cared about this game?
I've only had one Toradol shot before. That was a kidney stone episode. Mm-hmm. But I think that your body has a limit on them.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't take them all the time.
Well, I think you can take them every week you play in the NFL.
I think they ration them now.
I think everyone takes them. I think most guys take them every single week.
No, I don't think that they do. Because it like literally destroys your organs if you do that.
I know. I think guys still take them every week.
I think maybe in the 90s, early 2000s, I think they've dialed back on him. And he might have just been like, I don't want it because last game of the season, who cares?
But like Toradol. Will Compton said he didn't play a single game without one.
I think that they are pretty strict about it.
Yeah. Well, either way, he didn't take one. So he I don't know where the Vikings go. I don't know what they do. I think they should bring back Kirk Cousins as backup. Because if they had a competent backup this year, they would have been in the playoffs.
Probably, yeah.
They didn't have to turn to Carson Wentz and Max Brosmer.
Yeah,
Carson Wentz wasn't that bad.
He wasn't that good.
Did he win a game?
Did he win a game?
Beat the fuck out of the Bengals.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So he won a game. He won a game.
I think the Vikings Super Bowl is yet to come.
Okay.
If the Seahawks get eliminated in their first playoff
Also beat the
game,
Browns.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, yeah, Sam Darnold. Okay, good.
By the way,
we didn't screw up.
I forgot to say that stat that Sam Darnold is the second guy. Tom Brady was the only other one to go back-to-back 13-win seasons.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Or is it 14 wins? They had 14 wins this year.
The
They had 14 wins?
14,
Yeah, 14. Yep. 14 wins. I think their Super Bowl was Week 9 when J.J. McCarthy came back and they beat Detroit in Detroit and went to 4-4, and that was an official like, okay, we're back. We can maybe make the playoffs.
Fourth quarter against the Bears too.
Yep, Week 1. That was very nice. Okay, let's do a couple ads and then we will get to the afternoon games and then we'll talk a little playoffs.
Before we get back to the games, they're brought to you by our great friends at Planet Fitness. Listen, we're all getting in shape for 2026. Already starting to see some results from the boys on the podcast. At Planet Fitness, you got it all. You got the hack squat, you got the free weights, you got the cable towers, the Smith machine, stair climbers, treadmills. You got it all. Everyone can get strong at Planet Fitness. They've got high-value membership that supports any fitness journey as low as $15 a month. Over 2,800 club locations. Most clubs open 24 hours a day. Love Planet Fitness. They've got it all. You can get any workout. If you're a beginner, if you've been going to the gym for years, get jacked up at Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. Must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 7 with parent or guardian. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. The new year doesn't require a new you, maybe just to less burden you. Therapy can help more easily identify what holds you back by offering an unbiased perspective to better understand your relationships, motivations, and emotions. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs, your preferences,
and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you're not happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. BetterHelp makes it easy to get matched online with a qualified therapist. Sign up, get 10% off at betterhelp.com/PMT. That's betterhelp.com/PMT.
Okay, afternoon games. Lions 19, Bears 16. This game sucked.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
The Bears, so I thought they would play better because the 2 seed will get to the Commanders Eagles, but the 2 seed, you got to win to get the 2 seed, thinking the Eagles would beat the Commanders. Turns out they didn't, so you still have the 2 seed. But it did feel like a team that had been playing with a ton of urgency for many weeks in a row and then playing a Week 18 game that didn't feel like it had all the stakes. And they came out flat, and the Lions didn't. And then when the Bears did wake up, it was, a little bit too little too late, even though they tied the game. Ben Johnson, here's how I'm really looking at this game, is that Ben Johnson can use it as fuel. And also Ben Johnson fucked up at points in this game, especially not going for it on 4th and 5 in the fourth quarter with like 3.5 minutes left or whatever it was, knowing that our defense couldn't get a stop. And I think he even mouthed it on the sideline, like I should have fucking gone for it. Punted. Hopefully he realizes, the defense that the Bears have right now, you got to be very aggressive in these playoffs to string together some wins.
It was a good fourth quarter for the Bears. The defense overall did not look impressive.
No, it's not good.
There's some big gaps in the secondary.
The middle of the field is just wide open.
Big gaps.
And we have no pass rush. It also was tough having Ozzie out at left tackle. You could tell that Caleb was kind of I don't think he threw left all game because Theo Benedict was in his place and there was a pass rush coming at him. But yeah, it was overall a disappointing game, and I don't think it matters much overall because like I said, the 2 seed ended up happening anyway. But you would have liked to see a little bit better of an effort and go into the playoffs on a high note. Instead, they go on a 2-game loss. Kind of a weird setup. The Bears' last win. So the Bears are playing the Packers at Soldier Field on Saturday night. The Bears' last win was against the Packers. The Packers' last win was against the Bears.
That is weird. What happened with CD Deuce?
I don't know, actually. I didn't see an update. So that's a problem. I mean, the defense is a problem. There's a lot of...
it looked like it was a concussion. He was being supported, wobbly.
Oh, yeah, he was very wobbly. Yeah, I've been pretty consistent with the Bears this year. Like this season has been so much fun, and Caleb Williams made tremendous strides. And Colson Loveland is just the way he came on at the end of the season was insane. Like he looks like an absolute dude. Caught another touchdown pass. It's going to be very hard if you don't turn the ball over to get a deep playoff run with this defense. That's just stating facts. Could they do it? Because anything can happen in one game play. Yeah, they could. If the Bears are in the NFC Championship game, I'd be like, yeah, that could happen because they have won games in crazy ways all year, and they do not have any quit as a team. Even today, when they looked lifeless in the first half and then came back, but it's tough. It's tough with this defense.
At one point during the broadcast, they said that this was rock bottom for the Lions, and
that makes no sense.
If this is rock bottom for the Lions, what a great job Dan Campbell has done for that franchise. That barely missing the playoffs is the worst that it could get. They did look like they cared very deeply.
Oh, they said it, yeah, on the broadcast. Dan Campbell had an inspired speech on Saturday night saying we want to win this game. And it's personal, which I love it. It's a rivalry.
The Lions cared extremely deeply. They wanted to beat Ben Johnson clearly. Jared Goff played pretty decent. I know
there's the 2 gloves.
There's been some knock against him for his play outdoors when it gets a little chilly outside. He played pretty good today. They weren't dominant running the ball like they were earlier in the season, but they did it enough. They built up a big enough lead. And I guess if this is rock bottom for the Lions, consider yourself extremely blessed as a Lions fan. With the Bears, you do get the Packers coming to Chicago next week, which is going to be a fucking crazy game.
Yeah, and
I can sense that it's this is the potential to be one of the best days of your life,
and one of the worst days of your life.
It's crazy. The first two games obviously ended on like walk-offs at the interception in Lambeau, and then the walk-off touchdown DJ Moore. We'll talk about this game throughout the week, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it or pretend that it's something different. If the Bears lose this game, it makes the 2025 season. I won't look back and be like, man, that was a really fun season. I'll be very excited going forward, but it's kind of like, remember the Tigers Guardians this year when the Guardians caught the Tigers right before and that incredible comeback at the end of the season to win the Central, and then they lost to the Tigers in the playoffs?
Yeah.
The playoffs erase it. Like, that's a fact. You can't the playoffs erase it. So the swing is it's there. But I'm excited for it because I do think the Bears can go on a little run here, and I never will count them out with the way the team plays with their back against the wall is both maddening and so exciting.
No, yeah, in the moment you were very clear that you wanted the 2 seed. You wanted the Packers, but there's also that high risk for extreme pain with the Packers. But I agree that you have I think I'd like your odds better against them.
It's just the team. You cannot count this team out, but you also know going into a playoff game, it's like you can't start slow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been so much fun to watch this team because they've given so many awesome moments, but they also give you just a heart attack because you're like, oh, okay, I guess we're going to have to do this again. We're going to have to do the comeback late again. So and that's why I wish Ben Johnson had gone for it on fourth down, because like Caleb's been money in those situations. He started to play really well in the second half after it's kind of the recipe too. When we have really bad halves, it's that recipe of like, the other team gets the ball first, goes on, the Lions went on an 8-minute drive, bend don't break defense, Bears go on a 3-and-out, and you like blink and the Bears have had the ball for like 2 minutes and it's like 6 minutes left in the second quarter, and they never get in a rhythm. Got to find a way to get in a rhythm early.
What do you think about Caleb wearing Ben Johnson's high school uniform to the game? That feels to me like it's a playoff.
Caleb Presley's high school.
Yeah, but it was Ben Johnson.
No, I know. I'm just shouting out our guy, Caleb.
It was Ben Johnson's high school uniform. To me, that felt like that's a move that you do for the playoffs. Like he used it week 18.
I don't know. I think he's got to do something himself for the playoffs. This is more like good season, like,
Yeah.
What
do you think he does?
Playoffs, you can't do that.
What do you think he does?
Or one of your players.
Yeah.
Like one of your teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah, your buddy.
Or like he could go
Dick
Chicago
Butkus.
Chicago legend route, Michael Jordan, like something like
Maybe
that.
Dick Butkus,
Sammy Sosa.
Walter Payton. I'm excited for the play. I memean, Saturday night, it's going to be something.
It's going to be Saints.
It's going to be something. It's going to be something. But if we're talking just because, again, we're going to have a lot of time to talk about the game in the playoffs. If we're talking about 2025, incredible success. It is a little weird. We won the division, 2-4 record in the North.
Yeah.
But won the division. Won't apologize for that.
No.
And going into this season, if you said that the Bears would end up with 11 wins and winning the NFC North, I'd be like, sign me the fuck up. How'd that happen?
Yeah.
And Caleb looks so much better in year 2, and Ben Johnson is a dude. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Ben Johnson is that type of psycho that this game, not only he's mad at himself, but he's going to be able to use this with the team. And this might be coped by me, but I do feel like a loss in that way that's personal for him against the Lions. He's going to have that extra edge going into this week.
He might be a guy that coaches better when he's pissed off.
Yeah. And I don't know how you can fix the defense. I mean, it's very disappointing this year because there's a lot of money in the defense, and it's just, you just know going into the game. I've watched them, every single game. If you don't turn the ball over, they just get shredded.
I think you could also just say, like, we don't match up well against the Lions right now.
The Lions are a problem because Dan Campbell takes it personally, and they also just do that crossing route, which we cannot cover, and they did that all day.
Yeah, Amon-Ra.
Every single guy.
Jameson,
it was
wide open.
Jameson,
Tesla.
Reynolds, like every guy would just, that's another 15 yards, right across the field. Just don't have the team speed.
Yep.
Are you worried? I want the Bears to win. I'll be pulling for you guys, pulling for the city. I have uniquely been in a spot for a home game against the Packers and watch Jordan Love come in and just run it up
with your weekend as a Cowboys fan. Yeah,
it's scary.
No, Jordan Love's I'm scared of. I would say my two biggest concerns. One would be Malik Willis, and two would be Jordan Love.
Is Toyotathon still going on?
I don't know.
Ah,
I don't know.
I think
Jordan
so.
Love is having a baby too.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he might be on pregnancy leave soon.
Why the buddy pregnant?
Lions. We talked about it this week, but they are Lions specifically because the Falcons could have been in the playoffs. I feel like the Lions are one of those teams with how wide open the NFC is. They got to be kicking themselves because this was a season where it's like any team can win in the NFC, and the Lions specifically, if they had gotten in the playoffs, I feel like they would have been dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions still have a lot of great players. I do think that they missed Ben Johnson. He added a big element to that offense, but I also think that the Lions will be okay next year. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. So their Super Bowl to me was week 7, or their like best moment was week 7 when they beat the fuck out of the Bucs and they went to 5-2. That or
Ravens, Lions,
Commanders, the Sunday Night Football game when they were off a loss and they put up 44.
I was going to say the Monday night game, right? The Ravens game, 38-30.
Was that early in the season?
Yeah, the September 22nd.
Yeah.
They scored 17 in the fourth quarter against the Ravens. That was a pretty good win for the Lions.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, that game against the Commanders, it was like everything that they did, just perfect.
Yeah. And Caleb didn't get 4,000 yards. I wanted him to, but we'll do it next year.
Yeah, how far away did he finish?
Probably like 100 yards away.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay Cutler did finish very close the year that Mark Trestman tried to save his job and benched him in week 15 inexplicably to show that he could run an offense with Matt Barkley.
What if Caleb wore a Jay Cutler jersey?
That'd be cool.
And a cigarette.
Cuddy
And a cigarette going to the
Cuddy.
stadium. I would have no choice but to bet the Bears.
Jay might
have
go
him.
to this game. He might show up with his hair looking great. By the way, Joe Burrow's hair was... Did you see there was like, oh, look at Joe Burrow fixing his hair so much. His hair looked awesome.
Yeah, he's got great hair.
His hair looked awesome. Oh, wait, that wasn't the season that Cutler did not come close. What year was it? No, he wasn't close. Oh, wait, yeah, it was. 2014. He ended up 188 yards shy, and he got benched in week 15.
I think the two guys I would like to see Caleb pay homage to next week. One, maybe Dennis Rodman.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
He doesn't do this every single game, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like
Sometimes he just wears like a sick coat.
But if it's the playoffs, like you got your fit.
Yeah.
You got your fit ready. The Jay Cutler throwback uniform with a cigarette, that would be incredible.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll see. We'll talk about it all week. We had all week. It's gonna be war. Saturday night. I'm already nervous, but Saturday night we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it on.
Hey, pressure,
round 3, baby.
Pressure. It's a privilege.
Round 3. You know what? Ben Johnson's not listening to this podcast, but if he is, just pound the fucking rock. Just pound the rock. Because the Bears have, when they run the ball, and they got away with it, away from it a little bit today because the game script and getting down, just run the fucking ball right down their throat. Football.
What's the weather report? We got bear weather coming through town?
I think it's going to be in like the 30s, so
Okay.
not that cold. So not full bear weather, which would have been a huge advantage because Green Bay cannot play in bear weather.
No.
That's a fact.
Pretty much Cali boys.
Yeah. Okay, so the Bears did end up with the 2 seed because the Commanders, 24, Eagles 17. Thank you, PFT.
You're welcome. Hey, the alliance
The alliance.
of the Commanders and the Bears. Rock solid. Yeah, it's nice to go out on a win. Good for Josh Johnson. I'm happy for him. There was a lot of really shitty stuff that happened. It was not a pretty game to watch.
No.
Between Tanner McKee and most of the Eagles' backups and the Commanders led by Josh Johnson and a defensive guys that, for the most part, will be backups or retired next season. Since Dan's coming back next year, Dan Quinn is expected to return as the head coach. I feel like there's some real use in winning your Week 18 game against a division rival.
Okay.
Especially one where a couple weeks ago got into a fight to close the game. It looked like we were going to beat the Eagles a couple weeks ago until Mariota got hurt, and then Josh Johnson came in and did what Josh Johnson does, and we kind of lost the plot at the very end. I feel like correcting some of those things, it's a useful win. I listen, I'm very clear about how I feel about the Commanders in situations like this, which is until the whistle starts, I want them to lose for the draft pick. The second the whistle blows, I'm rooting full on for the Commanders. And after the win today, I feel at peace with the fact that we won. I don't think that there's not that much of a difference between picking 7th and picking 5th in this draft necessarily. So we're going to be able to get a good player in the draft. I think that having the offense out there together on the same page, albeit with Josh Johnson under center, getting a win on the road in Philadelphia, division rival, I think that you can take some stuff from that. So I'm glad that we didn't entirely give up on the season when it looked after that Lions Seahawks run that we were just going to roll over and play dead for every team that we played. I'm glad there was still some fight there. So I still believe in Dan Quinn. Not a good season from hell. Turn the page. We're on to next year.
Yeah. Max?
We didn't take this game too seriously. We wanted to take it as a bye week, get everyone healthy for next week. We've been here before. We're fine with playing anywhere. We're fine with playing any team. We got the Niners next week at home. We lost a 2 seed. We could get it right back Saturday night before we even play. So
I don't think that you are. I don't think that you are fine with playing anyone, anytime, anywhere, because a lot of your guys didn't play.
Yeah, that's true.
This week.
You ducked the Commanders.
Sure.
I'm just saying. You keep saying anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Commanders.
Felt
today.
like correct.
Yes,
we use
in
this as a bye.
Yeah, we would
today.
prefer to use this as a bye and keep our guys healthy. 3 guys got hurt. Yeah, look, I would, in a perfect world, would I like to have the 2 seed? Yes, but in a perfect world, I would like to have all of my guys healthy and the 2 seed. We chose to have all of our guys healthy. I wasn't upset with the decision when Sirianni said he was going to do it last week. I'm not going to play hindsight 2020 and be like, oh, of course, now that seeing that the Bears lost, you would have liked to have won the game. Get the 2 seed. I just don't think it's as big of a deal. I think people like to get really angry about something that may not be that big of a deal.
This was a very rational take because I feel like there's going to be some mad people in Philadelphia tomorrow.
Yeah. Everyone is mad immediately.
But Max, what if you lose to the Niners and then the Bears beat the Packers?
If we lose to the Niners, who's to say we would have beat the Packers?
Well, if the Bears blow them out, there's going to be a lot of...
We're 3.5 point favorites against the Niners.
Max,
We would have been 3.5 point favorites against the Packers.
Don't act like there won't be a lot of people that would say that you would have beaten the Packers if you lose to the Niners.
What if the Packers forfeit before the game?
The only thing that people will have a right to be angry about is if we have to go to Chicago in round 2.
Okay.
Where we would have been home. That's the only scenario where people have the right to be angry.
I disagree. I think that
they would if the 3.5 point favorites against both teams.
If the Niners beat you, but Big Cat, who would you rather have played, the Packers or the Niners?
How am I supposed to answer?
Truthfully.
I already said I'm scared of everyone. I don't want to play anyone. I want to close my eyes and hope we win.
It's the playoffs. You're playing good teams.
But don't act like there's not going to be people in Philadelphia that would be pissed off in that scenario.
I'm not speaking on behalf of other people. I'm speaking on behalf of myself.
It sounded like you.
No,
were
the hindsight will be like if Jordan Love plays a terrible game and Brock Purdy plays lights out. Everyone will be like, "Oh, well, fuck."
I guess, but you can't predict that going into the game.
Okay.
You would have been 3.5 point favorites against the Packers. You're 3.5 point favorites against the Niners. It's not that big of a difference.
That's true.
The only difference really is going to be if we have to go on the road in week 2.
Yeah, I mean, Max does speak from a winner's mentality where I said many times in the cave when people were like, who you want to play? I was like, I just want to close my eyes. I'm scared.
You're going to play good teams in the playoffs.
Yeah. You got to play playoff teams.
Yep.
That's a fact. Commanders' best moment.
I thought long and hard about this. Signing Terry McLaurin.
Okay.
When the contract was signed. That was the peak of my season this year.
Because I thought also the week 5 win against the Chargers to go 3-2 when Jaden came back.
Yeah, no, I think after that game I did say, you guys fucked up. You forgot about Jaden. I said a lot of stuff after that game. The word soupy might have escaped my mouth at some point. I was feeling pretty good.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. Everything after that was bad. Nothing that happened after that was good. I still think when we signed Terry, that's when all the vibes were good. Mm-hmm. That's when everything was perfect.
It might actually be when we went to camp.
Yeah. Well, no, because he wasn't signed yet.
Yeah, but still, that was fun.
Max has a question.
Are you still happy about this Terry contract?
Oh,
yeah,
good
yeah.
question.
I am.
That did not sound very confident the way you said it.
Well, no, because I understand. I do also understand why you're asking the question, because he got paid a lot of money. He was hurt for part of the season. I'm happy that he got paid and that when he came back from his injury, he was healthy from that point on for the most part. Like, he played the second half of the season, and it's not like he's dealing with injuries every single week now.
I guess he didn't really have a quarterback to throw into him for most of the year either, so it's harder to judge.
Yeah.
I don't think Josh Johnson is probably his best option at quarterback.
Probably not. And when they did throw the ball to him, he made spectacular catches all season long. So I'm glad that he's not like, he didn't get paid and then every other week he was sitting out with something new. He was injured at the start of the year. That sucked. And then after he came back, he was pretty much back on the field for the entire rest of the year. So I'm not upset about Terry McLaurin. I do think that we need another receiver because obviously the Noah Brown experiment has not really worked. I don't know what's going to happen with Debo. He might be gone. So yeah, I'm not upset about Terry McLaurin.
Good news is you're in a good position to draft the wide receiver.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good wide receivers this year.
Tanner McKee?
Yeah. He was not so good.
That would be the part that would piss me off if I was Eagles fans. Like, that was a very winnable game if Tanner McKee was just decent.
He was not so good.
Not so good.
And there's a lot of people.
Because I feel like that's what Sirianni was thinking. Like, we can win this game with Tanner McKee.
For sure. And he definitely could. Like, they could have won that game if Tanner McKee was
and also
average.
Your defensive back's not getting like a million pass interference.
They have no idea how to not get pass interference. Mm-hmm. They didn't even try to turn their head once.
No.
And then Keely Ringo, Josh Johnson is going in for the leading touchdown, and he just runs away from him. He just decided that he didn't want to play football on that play. There's a screenshot of Johnson running in for an easy walk-in touchdown, and you just see Ringo's back to the play.
Yeah.
When he was like running to tackle him, he's like, actually, I'm going to turn around and let him just run.
How do you feel about the Niners matchup?
Niners are good.
I feel like you guys actually match up decently just because their defense isn't good. So your offense isn't going to – like your defense is very good and can slow them down.
I feel a lot better after watching a good defense play against them this weekend. Last weekend I was very scared of them. This weekend, after watching them this weekend, I wasn't as scared. Obviously, because they won last week, lost this week. It's easy to say.
Are you worried about playing them off a loss?
They're playing us off a loss.
Okay, all right, yeah,
good point. But no, it's not your starters.
Yeah,
still awful.
That's why. Yeah, no, that's why
your starters won against Buffalo.
That's an important piece. Is like you should have played your starters so that if they lost, they'd be more excited next week.
Correct.
Right.
So the Niners have more motivation going into this playoff game.
I'm nervous of Trent Williams and Ricky Pearsall coming back.
Yeah,
but we're going to be fully healthy.
Lane?
They're not. Lane back.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Lane back.
You think Sirianni is like secretly excited that you had a bad backup experience today? That way people like won't call into sports talk radio and be like, you need to bench Jaden. Sorry, Jalen.
No, I think he would have liked to have won the game, but it was a very humbling moment for a lot of people in Philadelphia who
there were a lot of Tanner McKee guys.
After the Chargers game, it was almost like 50-50 of like people who thought it should be Tanner McKee or Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I think it's mostly like those
Pug,
kinds of fans.
We're gonna have to ask him over lottery. Pug was the biggest Tanner McKee guy of all time.
Yeah. If you have an unknown that you think might be good,
I think Pug was still Jalen Hurts over Tanner McKee, but
he was thinking a lot about Tanner.
He loved Tanner.
He loved Tanner. And if you have an unknown like that, that's a pretty big ace in the hole that you can pull when the offense sucks. Like, we need to just play Tanner. Now he can't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tanner. He was bad. He was real bad. Granted, he was playing with the complete backups, but even some of those throws are so bad.
The cave got a little testy between Max and PFT and then me and Max because I was like, you said you didn't want the 2 seed, and then Max started rooting for the Bears to win so that he wouldn't get mad when the Eagles lost. There was like webs. There was
a lot of webs.
And PFT was rooting for the Commanders.
Hank kept saying, sorry, PFT. Sorry, Max.
Well, no, what happened was I was rooting for the Commanders, but also in the back of my head, I was like, this would also kind of kick ass if we lost. and then Hank was just saying sorry to me whenever we did something bad or when we did something good.
No, I care about your future, and I want you would have rather had a higher draft pick, and Max would have rather won the game. So I was rooting for you guys.
But I was rooting for the Commanders to win.
But that's where you were thinking short-sighted. As someone who cares about you and your long-term health, I wanted you to lose the game, so you had a better draft pick.
Yeah.
If we were sitting here right now and you had, what pick would you have had?
Fifth
pick, yeah.
Better than 7.
It would have been better than 7, yeah. Caleb Downs, you up?
Caleb Downs 7 right there on the Tankathon.
Yeah, Caleb Downs. I did convince myself that we were going to be in position to draft Bane, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore.
Okay, next up. Oh, Pug, real quick. Come here. Pug, real quick. Answer for Tanner McKee.
So, yeah, he didn't have the best night, but, got a lot of the backup receivers in, O-line. It's not, it's not the perfect situation for him.
Okay, so if he had the perfect situation?
He had a bit of an off night. It would have been a lot better if it was the full. You had A.J. Brown in there. Once Devontae in there, he was looking good.
What about some of the throws?
It was like a preseason game 3.
When they did block for him.
That's when he has his on night.
And he had open receivers. What do you think about those throws?
Yeah, not the best, but everybody has a down night. Mm-hmm. He'll bounce back.
Are you bummed out that you won't get to call for him to be the starting quarterback anymore?
Never did that.
Okay.
All right.
But you
Jalen
thought
1,
about him.
Jalen 1, Tanner 2, electric combo.
Okay. Yeah. Jalen and
Love them both.
Yeah. You love Tanner.
Love them both.
Okay.
Tanner's awesome.
Pug.
Wasn't awesome tonight. In totality, awesome.
Awesome.
Pug, did you want the 2 seed?
Yeah.
Why?
Better than the 3 seed. You get another home.
Pretty good smart. Pretty smart.
Another home game.
Yeah.
Did you have any preference between the Packers or the Niners?
Would probably play the Packers. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's fine.
Anyone, anywhere.
We're chilling. Yeah.
Except the Commanders today. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bounce back.
Thank you, Pug.
No problem.
And also, congratulations, PFT, winning your tournament.
Oh yeah. Well, not my tournament.
Yeah,
Cat. It's the tournament.
The tournament.
Everyone knows about the tournament. Yeah.
Okay. Rams 37, Cardinals 20. Rams looked like they were playing with their food. There was a moment where I was like, are the Rams about to lose 3 straight to go into the playoffs? Then they turned it on turbo and beat the Cardinals, which that would have been embarrassing if they didn't. The Rams were the big winner of this weekend in the fact that they had no chance of obviously winning the NFC West, but their seeding was up for grabs because if the Seahawks had lost, the Seahawks would have slotted into the 5th seed. Seahawks win. Rams win. Rams get to go play the Panthers instead of going to Philadelphia.
Yeah, which, again, they did lose to the Panthers earlier this season. Probably Matt Stafford's worst game of his entire year.
Well, they also lost to the Eagles.
They also did, yeah, they lost to the Eagles. Matt Stafford, MVP. He put together a hell of a season.
Yeah, so many 1-yard touchdowns. 1-yard touchdown, if that was the award, he should get it 10 times over.
This is funny because I watching the MVP discussion, I had no bet, so I didn't really care. And also the NFL MVP, if it's not, our friend Josh Allen and we're having a time of our life. But the both sides are weaponized so well against each other. We got the 1 yard
talking about.
The 1 yard touchdown side and then the strength of schedule side, and they're just going to battle.
Which one's which?
The 1 yard touchdowns is Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
The people who are saying Matthew Stafford shouldn't win it because he had 10 1 yard touchdowns. And the strength of schedule is going against Drake May because they had the easiest strength of schedule.
Oh, so those are the 2 kind of finalists.
I got a quote from a recurring guest on the show, a friend of the program, NFL announcer, NFL player.
Greg Olson.
This is pro ball. Someone's not playing in the SEC and someone's in the Sun Belt. This is all NFL rosters.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fact or fiction?
Fact.
It is pro ball.
It's pro ball. So you seem resigned that I think either of them should win. I don't get. They both had great seasons.
Their seed was locked. It didn't matter, and he had 2 just garbage time touchdowns.
No, their seed wasn't locked.
Their seed was locked at the time of the game.
The Rams?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
What do you mean?
Wrong.
if they had
The Rams
lost
were 12 and
the game,
five.
they would have had to go to Philadelphia.
They were up 14.
No. But you said at the time of the game,
At the time it happened, look at the last 2 touchdowns they scored. The game was over.
No, I mean the
the game was over.
The Cardinals were winning in the third quarter.
No.
Wait, you think that the fourth quarter today won or lost the MVP? These writers already are going. They have to have their vote in tonight. They don't give. You think that was what it's going to do it?
I mean, as someone that was live watching the odds, all of a sudden it's like he threw a 1-yard touchdown and then he went back into favor. They went back to a pick 'em.
Well, Hank, they were up.
It's a legacy award. They're giving him a charity award. They're going to give him a charity award.
They were up.
He finished 3rd in his division.
The Rams were up 23-20.
It was
in the fourth quarter.
The other 2 teams in the division were very, very good.
3rd, yeah. So, but an MVP, most valuable player, wins a division. At least 2nd in the division.
So the Rams were up by 3 points in the fourth quarter, and then they scored the 2 alleged garbage time touchdowns. When
Look
they
at the
were up by
last
3
one.
points.
Garbage.
So
1-yard touchdown.
Okay, there was.
Did they finish second in there?
There was.
In the
Oh yeah, they did. They finished 2nd, so not 3rd.
All right,
So
wow. Fuck me.
They're the 5th seed. You did not come. You came with all these guns, and they all just say "bang" on them with the little flag.
Youngest player in the Super Bowl era to lead an NFL completion percentage.
Oh, so we're doing a young award. Now.
This is a young. Yeah, this is
We're rookie of the year.
25 under 25.
Is this sophomore of the year? Hank, you know what? Let me be the first to congratulate you.
Your facts are
I don't give a
Drake
whatever.
May wins the sophomore quarterback rankings.
Congrats,
Hank.
Thank you. Statistic, whatever.
You
I'm not
can't
gonna
say
get
you don't give a fuck
statistics.
when you came loaded with facts. And they're just
No,
rolling
I
wrong.
always come loaded with facts. I'm always prepared for the show, and I always have
Who
little
gave you
notes
these
written
facts?
down.
Are we blaming Gaz?
No.
Oh.
Gaz is snowmobiling, I think, still. I have not heard from Gaz in a few days. But whatever. It's bullshit.
I think Drake May still could win it.
Here's fact or fiction. Matt Stafford wins an MVP earlier in his career. He does not win this year.
I don't know. It's pretty close.
Yeah, the man threw for 46 touchdowns.
How many 1-yard touchdowns?
I don't know.
12.
How many touchdowns
I
does
think.
Drake May
that
throw against
still
the
would be
Jets?
more than Drake May.
Yeah, if you took out every 1-yard touchdown. These stats aren't going well for you, Hank.
No,
He has
they're
15 more.
Do you really care? I guess, yeah, it would be cool.
It'd be great. I also have a bet on him, 20-1.
Okay, that's fair.
Who had more yards?
Matt Stafford.
Okay. Was it just by
Same amount of picks.
Was it just by 50?
What about rushing yards?
Oh no, he had 4,400. Yeah, he had about 300
What about
more
rushing
yards.
yards?
What about more rushing yards? I don't know that.
Ty goes to rushing yards.
Do you know, Hank?
Yeah, I think Matt Stafford had -2.
He probably did have more.
He had
rushing
one.
yards. He had one.
Total yards, I think Drake May had more.
Okay. I actually don't know who's going to win. I think it's a true coin flip.
Here's
don't
a
you?
question,
Because usually they do give it to
it's
the
most
number one
valuable
seed.
player. What was the Rams' record last year? They're pretty good, right?
Because they also had Matt Stafford as
Drake May was
quarterback.
also on the team last year.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing the whole season. Whatever. All right. You know what?
I saw what you were trying to do there. That made no sense.
He turned his team around.
But he was also on the team.
He wasn't
last year.
starting the whole year.
You know what? I think you're making an excellent case for Drake May most improved player.
I fucked this up so bad. This is great. We'll cut this.
You know what?
This is great.
I agree with that. I think Drake May should win most improved player.
Because I do think, I've seen the arguments going on back and forth. There is actually, a pretty compelling argument for Drake May, and Hank hit none of them.
Yeah.
QBR, that's definitely Drake May.
Completion percentage, probably Drake May, right?
Best completion percentage, and he had
yeah, smokes him in completion percent.
Yeah.
Now we're just making arguments for you.
Yeah, better record.
I think EPA.
EPA.
EPA. What about CPOE? Hank loves CPOE.
For sure, CPO.
You love
Drake is the CPOE god.
Yeah.
Memes, can you make
my
a
plan
graphic?
worked. I wanted you guys to make my argument for
Drake
me.
May. Drake May is, should we say R as a podcast? Or I can just, it can be mine.
Yeah.
Most improved player.
Memes will not be posting that.
Most improved.
I'll post it.
Oh, most
post it.
improved. Yes.
I'll post
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I'll make
PFT's
an
most
MVP
improved
one.
player of the year.
Yeah.
/ sophomore of the year.
Yeah, but we can do 2 separate graphics. I don't know if I'm going to be able to post both of them with my data plan, but I'll definitely post the most improved.
All right, we were
This was
talking.
my favorite part of the.
This
This
is
is my
great.
favorite part of the show.
It came out fucking firing, and none of them. We just stood here, and they just all went by us. Like, what?
Gaz
Who were
is
you
up-
aiming at?
Gaz is off on a snow machine somewhere. Somehow the girl behind him is also wearing a bikini in the snow, and he's just listening to the podcast, just screaming at his iPhone like, "Hank, you're doing it wrong."
Who gave you that quote? Was
No, Hank. Gaz will find a way to defend Hank and say that Hank did a good job.
he'll say that we attacked him
No, Gaz holds me accountable.
when we
This is bad.
we didn't do anything. We just let him attack himself.
This is
In Hank's
Who
defense,
said-
numbers are confusing.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of numbers floating around right now. It's the writer's jobs to figure this whole thing out.
Hank, I think you got to stick to the graphs. The
I do-
graphs are easy.
I do think it's going to be a very close vote, one way or the other.
No, Stafford's gonna get it because he's fucking old, and it's a charity award for legacy.
He had a pretty good year
Very
too.
good year.
Didn't finish first in the division.
He finished third or
I
second.
didn't say that.
You
Didn't
did
finish
many
first.
times, multiple times. You said third.
Oh,
Okay, Cardinals. Super Bowl was they started 2-0, and Jonathan Gannon is maybe staying, but he should be fired.
I don't know.
He's 15-36 after 3 seasons with the Cardinals.
Yeah, I had to remind myself that of several times in the last month of the season. Hey, you remember the Cardinals when they were 2-0?
Yeah.
Wasn't that entire division 2-0 at some point? Mm-hmm. That felt like a long time ago.
It's been over a year since they last won a division game.
I think that the Cardinals Super Bowl is Michael Wilson
Yeah,
because
he's awesome.
because that guy is just a machine.
Michael Wilson.
He's what you hope Marvin Harrison would be.
Michael Wilson until week 11 didn't have more than 4 catches in a game, and he ended up with 1,000 receiving yards.
Yeah, he's a fucking beast.
He just scored touchdowns on every single game. It felt like down the stretch.
Congrats, you have Michael Wilson. Also, probably not Kyler next year.
Yeah, you'd look up and there would be a Cardinals player about to score a touchdown and be like, "Oh shit, was that Marvin?" Nope, it was Michael Wilson again.
Yeah.
Or maybe Trey McBride. They have some good players.
They do. They got a couple nice pieces.
Yeah, and good job, Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
You did your job.
you held it together.
You made it. You scored some touchdowns.
You made a lot of fantasy players happy.
Oh, that win against them against the Cowboys Monday Night Football.
That was incredible.
that was maybe their that was a big one. That was a big one. Okay, Hank, your game. Patriots 38, Dolphins 10. Patriots get the 2 seed. You successfully will not have to play the Bills until the division, the conference championship at the earliest,
huge.
because you were rooting for that.
I was.
How you feeling?
Feel good. Feel excited. No naps. Vrabel did another speech after the game. Emphasized it once again. No naps. So it's no naps. We're no naps.
Are you you're not worried about the Chargers whatsoever?
I mean, I said it the other thing I talked about on this podcast is when you guys were sucking off the Chargers beating a ball club, and I was
that
like,
would
that
be
makes
bad.
no sense, and I still don't think it makes sense.
Well, Harbaugh called him that.
And then you guys were just like, no, it's different, and this is a ball club. There's not ball club.
They weren't a ball club.
Every
Trey Lance
fucking
is not a
football
ball
team
club.
is a ball club. Every football, schedule doesn't matter. Every team's a ball club. That's just how the NFL works. That's my opinion. Listen, it's the playoffs. All the teams are good, but obviously, again, when you're in the playoffs, you have to pick someone, and I would much rather play the Chargers than
The Bills or the Texans? Yeah.
Okay. I thought that the Patriots were very impressive today, as they've been all season. I think playoffs, it's a new season, though.
Yeah, no naps.
You're 0-0.
No naps.
What do you take away from Vrabel saying no naps? What does that mean to you?
It means you got to stay alert. You got to stay ready. Stay focused. You can't give in. You can't lose focus. Is what it means to me.
Have you lost focus yet
No,
since Vrabel gave that speech?
not at all.
No naps.
I've been locked in.
Locked in.
Did you take any naps on vacation?
Yes.
There might have been a couple naps.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But no naps since you've been back.
Right.
No naps.
No naps.
No naps the last few days.
No.
Okay, great.
You righty or lefty?
Lefty.
Lefty.
That's weird because I saw you practicing righty.
Yeah, I'm playing lefty, but I can swing clubs both ways if I want to. But when we
In the privacy of your own home, what you do swinging that's between you and the Lord.
yeah, I'm going both ways.
Okay.
But I'm playing lefty. I'm identifying as a lefty.
But what everyone really needs to know about Hank is he's not napping.
I'm not napping. I feel like you're about to pull up like a video of me. Like
I don't know.
asleep.
I'm just. I assume you're telling the truth when you say you have not napped the last few days.
What? Yeah, no. Yeah. I have
okay.
not napped.
Wait, why are you so worried?
I don't know. I don't.
Would there be a video of you napping?
No. But the way Big Cat says these things is crazy.
I'm taking you at your word that you have not napped.
As you should.
Memes, do you think that Hank has napped?
The way he's laughing, I think he might nap.
It might a little nap.
No.
What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday, I Marie Kondoed my entire wardrobe.
And probably tuckered you out a little bit.
No. Watched football. Went to sleep around
Were you
11.
Sitting up or laying down when you were watching football?
I was standing up. I was
the whole
I was-
time.
and sitting down. No laying down.
No laying down on your couch.
No.
Okay. Smart.
You wear any trackable fitness?
No.
What about Friday? You laying down at all?
No, Friday I was here late grinding.
Thursday you flew back. You
Then I
on the
came here.
plane.
You said since Vrabel gave that speech. I fell asleep on the plane, obviously.
Yeah, I
You
know.
guys how I
Yeah,
fell
that one.
asleep on the
That
plane.
one doesn't count. You
I
fall
actually
asleep
only fell asleep
instantly.
for like 20 minutes and I watched Interstellar. Probably the most awake I've been on a flight in a long time.
Hank, I'd like you to start wearing a Whoop or an Apple Watch or something so we can track,
Life alert?
so we
Okay.
can monitor your naps.
I got a whoop. It's actually that's good for the health annuary. So
Okay.
I'll get back on the whoop.
Why don't you try to? Why don't your challenge this week is to try to trick us to think you napped?
I can do that.
Okay. Like turn off the lights in here, maybe a sound machine, pretend to close your eyes. We come in, you're like, haha, I was joking. But don't fall asleep when you're doing it.
Okay.
Hank, as you were watching the Chargers,
It seems super easy to fall asleep.
yeah,
Set up exactly how a nap would be set up, but do not fall asleep. Make sure you close your eyes because that would be part of the trick, but do not fall asleep.
Okay.
do you think that maybe
luck.
you're underestimating the Chargers a little bit because they had Trey Lance today?
I'm not. I've said this for 3 or 4 weeks. Again, I'm not underestimating the Chargers. I think they're a good team. I think they're a ball club in the same way that every other professional NFL team
That's
is a
not
ball
true.
club.
The Jets are not a ball club.
I thought their defense played pretty well today. They had some fight. Like they Trey Lance is dog shit. Absolutely
Just launching
dog
balls.
shit. But their defense played well. Like I was rooting for the Chargers extremely heavily, so it's kind of the flip where it's like I was all in watching the Chargers from a perspective of like trying to will a team to victory and trying to see the fight that they had. Their defense played well. Like, their defense kept them in the game. If they had a competent, semi-competent, a quarter-competent quarterback, they might have had a chance to win that game. So I'm not underestimating them, but again, it's matchups. It's like I like our chances against the Chargers much more than I like our chances against the Bills or Texans.
Are you a little bit nervous about Shane?
No.
You're going head to head against Shane.
What if he brings 7 rings?
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Shane.
You're not worried about Shane? No.
Mayor's bet for the football?
Yeah.
Do you want that football?
Yeah.
What would you do with it?
He's not giving up that football.
Are you a little? The Sunday night game kind of sucks. You got to wait
Sucks
a long
so
time.
much. I was so ready for Saturday night. So ready. And yeah, I'm not. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that.
What?
You're not worried.
No, I'm not.
What?
I was going to say something that's loser talk, but I talked to Max and I talked to you guys about how you can't sound like losers. This is the playoffs. This is where we win.
What was the loser?
But
talk?
if I was going to say
What
loser
did I
talk,
say that sounded like loser talk?
I mean, rewind the last 2 years of this podcast and you're like, oh, I wish we didn't even win the Super Bowl.
That's true. That's fair. But today,
Losing Saturday night's better than Sunday night.
For the podcast.
Yeah.
Like
If there is
the
a
team
loss,
that loses Saturday night, doesn't matter how bad it is, there's then 3 standalone games that the world puts their focus on, and so whatever happens Saturday night is kind of somewhat in the rear view by that.
It's like losing
Whereas
in the first.
the last game Sunday night is like the first thing people talk about Monday.
It's like losing in the first. The
Yeah.
like lunch slate on Thursday of March Madness,
Yep.
and by Friday you're like, were we even in the tournament? Who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's loser talk. I'm not going to say
should
that.
we record a time capsule on Saturday after the Bears game, no matter what?
I'm down. Oh, we're gonna be here. Oh no, Max just said no. The boys are gonna go out. I think
Okay.
some of the booth boys are gonna go.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll keep. Don't worry. I'll.
we can.
No. It's okay.
It depends how tragic, if that happens.
I can do it. Get me in the booth.
Whoa, Hank in the booth. Okay, Dolphins Week 14, they got back to 6-7, and they're like, "Hey, shit, we might do this." They didn't, but that was probably the moment, or the beating of the Bills.
Yeah, I'd say like November and early December was pretty good for Dolphins fans.
Yeah,
when things were on the brink. No, Super Bowl was firing Chris Greer.
yeah, that too,
That is your Super Bowl.
Big time.
Congratulations.
big time. And Mike McDaniel will be back, so congrats to him. Okay, wrapping up, we got three.
I can't
three
believe
left.
how bad I botched that.
It was.
I thought
It was
good.
actually incredible. You just went.
Best moment of the show. So
Every
far.
single door you opened was.
It just got shut so quickly.
It wasn't even shut. It was like another clown popped out. Like what? How did you say that? So they're the 3 seed. They're-
Look,
if you take
I've
away
been
Matthew
there. I've been
Stafford's
there.
1-yard touchdowns. If you, oh,
Congrats, Matt
the,
Stafford.
the young award was a good one. He's 24.
Yeah.
I got Tom Brady. I got franchise stats.
Okay.
Does he have them?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean all the stats is like this doesn't matter for MVP, but it's cool. He recorded his 13th game with 100-plus pass rating, surpassing Tom Brady for most in single season franchise history. Crazy.
All right. He wins a cool
And
a cool
completion
award.
percentage is higher than Tom Brady. Like that's the franchise record as well, which is crazy.
Yeah. And we're.
So
Very cool.
yeah,
And what do you say to who was the quote from about the strength of schedule?
Greg Olson.
Okay.
Yeah, nailed that one.
I mean, it's they pay the other team too.
Do you see the very mean graphic that they put up on the screen of Drake May today?
What's that?
It was him in the kitchen, like he was a chef, and he was
Well-
cooking. What?
His wife.
And Michael.
Well, he could have been Stephon Diggs' chef. Things could get worse, but he was cooking something, and it was all cupcakes, and it was the schedule that they had. I thought
It was a fake one.
it was a fake graphic. I thought it was a very mean graphic for them to put up about Drake May.
Well, he's a fake one.
Like it wasn't actually him in the kitchen.
Oh.
It was a
Did you tweet this?
I didn't tweet because it was too mean.
it was a graphic of him holding a bunch of cupcakes.
I did save it to my phone though.
Oh.
That's so weird
What?
that you would say. Like, why don't you just tweet it?
Well, Blutman
You
sent it to
freak.
me, and then I didn't want to twist the knife, Hank, because you forget I like him. I like Drake May.
What folder is this in?
It's not a
Do you like tie yourself up and then fucking?
Is Hank file?
no. Blutman
He's
sent.
a Hankophile.
Look,
Blutman sent you.
Oh,
Sit there and
I
go.
know.
Blutman,
Gu-
send me that.
guess
Blutman,
what?
send me
Guess
that.
what?
Blutman just sent
I
me
lied.
that out of the.
I lied. I didn't even save it to my phone. It's just in the text message right now. And point three.
You want to send it to me?
Yeah.
Send
we
it
can-
to the group.
We can pull it up.
Also
Should I
DM it to me.
Okay, I'll DM it to you, Max. Dude, Hank, I don't know why you're fighting me on
Or
this.
you could just tweet it. If you tweet it, it's probably
Dude.
Okay, yeah. I'll tweet it. Good call.
I don't think you've hit Hank with the dude.
Well,
Dude,
no.
Hank.
What Hank doesn't understand is that I'm rooting for Drake May. I gave
You
him.
did bet on him
Listen,
to throw for 300
I gave
yards
him.
that one
I
game.
gave him the most
did.
improved player award.
And if the Patriots win and the Bills win, then we can, as a podcast, be rooting for Drake May.
What?
What do you mean?
Texans.
Oh, Texans. Yeah.
Well,
Texans.
I can't.
I need everyone to. Beat
I
the
just
Texans.
can't have
I need
him-
the Texans to lose
But that'd be fun. We could all come together.
every which way.
I can't have him making the Super Bowl. You understand that?
That's true.
I can't have the Texans making the Super Bowl.
I just tweeted it out.
Oh, you did tweet it out.
Max, if you want to pull it up, yeah.
This was mean. Okay. 387 strength of schedule, easiest by any team since 1999 Rams. Third easiest by a 13-plus win team in NFL history.
In the history of the NFL, and then they've got a cupcake for every team that they played out there.
You see it, Hank?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
The Ravens aren't.
They got the Bills as a cupcake.
Are the Ravens a cupcake?
I'm looking at 2 playoff teams here.
Who?
The Panthers
The Texans.
and the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Panthers are below 500.
And 2 teams. I'm looking at 4. Like 2 of these teams are at the top of their division.
Who?
The Falcons and the Bucs.
Well,
And
no.
Falcons are not at the
they're
top of their
not.
division.
Neither of them are at the.
They're
what?
second and third place.
Yeah.
Third place. I was
That's
under the
the
impression
top.
that third place was dog shit.
Tied T2.
That's not the top. They're second and third.
You hate third. Wait, the Panthers, Hank, they won the division.
Right.
The Bucs finished second,
The Falcons.
The Falcons finished third
but
place.
they're all tied.
Or the Bucs.
They have the
yeah.
same record. So that's top.
Which is
to
a
me,
losing record.
That's top of the division.
They're
three-
They're
losing
tied for
record
the
teams.
same record
It's a
at the top
losing
of the
record.
division. They had the same record as the team that won their division. That's, to me, top of the division.
Okay.
Right?
Nope.
No.
No, it's
Because
not.
they do an order of the division. Okay.
That's subjective.
You just said, come on. All right, let's keep going. Broncos 19, Chargers 3. We don't really have to talk about this game. The Chargers did not try. The Broncos get the 1 seed. The Broncos, we don't really. Trey Lance just overthrows everyone.
It was bad. It was very,
Everyone.
It was very, very bad. Nothing that the Chargers did on offense worked.
Yep. And the Chargers are now going to go to New England, and the Broncos are going to sit at home and wait for the lowest seed team. I don't know. The AFC is just wide open. I have no idea.
I've never seen playoffs as wide open on
Yeah.
both sides.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think Dave thinks about Harbaugh coming to New
It's
England?
true. That's his guy.
That's his dude.
That's his guy.
I don't think he really cares about Harbaugh outside of you leave Michigan, who cares?
Well, no, you always stay in Michigan, man. I've learned that. Except Sharon Moore, he was not a Michigan man.
Do you think that this that Harbaugh looks at this matchup against Vrabel as Michigan-Ohio State?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
I didn't even think about that.
I think
I
that's
think Vrabel is the same way though.
no, but not as much as Harbaugh. Like that's a dangerous spot for Harbaugh to be in.
Yeah, but that's like Harbaugh is kind of, he's usually used to being that like alpha dog in the coach matchup. He's not.
What do you mean?
Vrabel would fucking destroy.
Oh, like
him.
in a fight.
Yeah.
In anything. Yeah, just everything.
Did you see that
Playing career.
Did you see that clip going
Everything.
around? That was pretty awesome. Them asking a bunch of coaches what active head coach has 5 more rushing yards than Bo Jackson, and all of them couldn't get it. Even John Harbaugh couldn't get it, and the answer is Jim Harbaugh. It was pretty awesome.
That's
clip.
awesome.
Yeah, they all were like, I have no idea. They were going through it. They're like,
Did Harbaugh
this
get
guy-
it?
Harbaugh knew it.
Yeah, of
Jim
course he
Harbaugh
did.
knew it. But yeah, he has 5 more rushing yards than Bo Jackson career.
I do think that's going to add a little extra to his.
I didn't
his
even think about
motivation.
that.
Yeah,
It is very much Michigan, Ohio State. By the way, Sean Payton joins Andy Reid and Tom Coughlin as the only coaches to lead a team to the number 1 seed in both the NFC and AFC. Pretty cool.
very cool.
Pretty cool. Okay, Chiefs, Raiders 14, Chiefs 12. Raiders, this was a ridiculous game. Only field goals. Raiders could win because it didn't change their draft order at all. Pete Carroll goes out with a win. I think he goes out.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd bring him back.
The Raiders' best moment of the year was week 1, beating the Patriots.
Yep.
That was it.
That was mine too.
All downhill from there. Chiefs was probably beating the Commanders to go 5-3 week 8. Because remember, they started 0-2. They get to 5-3. They had Buffalo on deck. It's like, oh, here come the Chiefs. I think that's when I put a future on them. Stupid. I'm actually happy that the everything's going to stay the same future. Every leg's going to lose. So don't bet on Scotty Scheffler
I was looking at that the other day. Ohio State, Kansas City.
and Scotty Scheffler.
We did have the Dodgers too.
The
right?
Dodgers,
the
yeah.
Dodgers.
Yeah, the
that was
Dodgers.
solid. For the Chiefs, I guess I don't know if it was that Commanders win. I feel like it might have been either the Lions or the Ravens. When they beat the Ravens, things felt good.
Yeah, but the Lions, when that was to get to 500. When they beat the Commanders, that was like 5-3. I know it was against Marcus Mariota. You were at that game. And they had the Bills and the Broncos on deck, and it's like, hey, if they win these games, they're going to be right there in the 1 seed. And then they didn't win those games, and everything fell apart.
So specifically the second half of that Commanders game, because you remember in the first half we gave the league the blueprint
Yes, right
on how to
inside.
beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. And their season fell apart afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blueprint.
Okay, last game. Bills 35, Jets 3. Memes, you cannot be hurt by them anymore.
Nope. Season's over.
Those Bills uniforms were awesome. Really cool way to go out. Their last, pretty much guaranteed their last game at Highmark, right?
Pretty
The
much.
Ralph.
There is a chance.
It would just have to be that the Chargers run the table and the Bills run the table.
Yes, they would
it's
have
the
to meet
AFC
They could host the AFC Championship game in Buffalo. That's probably not going to happen.
Yep.
But yeah, it was the end of an era there, and there was a great clip that came out after the game Max, that's the one that I sent over to you. It's Tre'Davious White listening to the Goo Goo Dolls as they played a tribute video
Oh, that's
for
awesome.
the stadium closing down. He just stopped on the field to watch it. I think he's crying to Iris.
That's great. I mean,
It's a beautiful
it
moment.
seemed like a cool moment to send him off. They killed. Those uniforms are so. Why don't they wear those all the time?
Well,
I feel
I
like
wear-
we had some uniforms today. It's like wear them all the time. Broncos, Eagles, Bills.
I wish that they had worn those uniforms in the game where Josh Allen played more than like the first snap.
Yeah.
I would like to see Josh in those uniforms a little bit more.
I was pissed that they wasted Kelly Greens on this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing. I guess that they pick it out before the season starts, and it could be such a big game, but it's like you should be able to switch it.
Yeah. Memes. It's over.
Tank's complete.
Tank is complete. The Jets went the entire season without having an interception, which you were rooting for them to not get one today,
Yeah, if you're gonna be bad, just be bad.
right? I didn't realize that Aaron Glenn, in his career, his 13-year career in the NFL, had an interception every single year.
Yeah, no, he's a good player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Memes, I know that you're like, the Jets can't hurt me anymore. It seemed like you were still a little upset online after the end of this game.
Oh well, people don't understand that it was a tank.
Yeah, but it seemed like you were angry at them.
Yeah, well, it's a tank. You're just copying and pasting stats.
Yeah. It's the Tank.
So yeah,
It's a tank.
Memes has a new enemy, and I love it. I love it when Memes gets new
Who
enemies.
is it?
It's Ari Mirov.
Oh.
My sports update.
Yeah.
What were you getting into it with Jeff Schwartz, too?
Oh, he was just calling for people's jobs. So I just turned it back on him. I was like, what if I call for your job right now, Jeff?
Geoff.
Okay.
Yeah. What happened with Ari? Why is he now on the Florio list?
Nah, he's just copying and pasting.
Oh,
Bad
what
stats.
stats? Oh, the Garrett Wilson one? Wait, what is this? What? Wait, okay, so
Yeah.
Ari Mirov said, Week 13, the Jets beat the Falcons. Atlanta would only lose one more time the rest of the season. The Jets would not win another game. If the result flipped in that game, Atlanta would be NFC South champs, and the Jets would have the number 1 overall pick. Memes replied, fuck you.
What? This isn't even anti-Jets.
That's pretty anti. That's
Way
anti.
more
That's just
anti-Falcon.
anti-Jet.
Yeah, that's just a stat.
I think Big Cat
Yeah,
said
that's what I'm
that
saying. It's just copy and paste.
same
Get it.
stat.
Look,
Yeah.
other people can look that up. You
Yeah.
don't have to say it.
Or Memes, what about this one? Ari tweeted, this is at my sports update guy. He said the Jets were outscored 188-54 over their final 5 games of the season. All 5 were losses, not competitive at all. And then Memes replied, "Thanks, Ari. This is fantastic reporting. This is why you're next up."
Yeah, he's next Florio.
Also, we just saw sandwiched in there go up. Memes tweeted, what an MVP season from Stafford.
Yep.
That's my boy.
It can't hurt you anymore. Season is over. Jets can no longer hurt me playing football until September. You tweeted that. You're good. You're good.
Good for now.
The best moment. There's 2. One was obviously winning the first game of the season. The day that Nick Mangold sadly passed away. That felt like a good cathartic moment for the Jets when he beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
And then the other one was being very competitive against the Steelers week 1.
Yeah.
Also very. Yep, that's it.
I feel like you were like, this team could be good.
Yeah, that pass to Garrett Wilson.
What about when Aaron Glenn did that dance on the sidelines during the kick return before they ended up losing that game? That was a good moment.
That was also a good, very good moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the season's over.
Season's over, but today everything bounced the Jets' way too, draft wise.
Yeah.
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 So you didn't get the pay. There were a couple times in the first quarter, I think. It looked like you were getting your hands on some balls. I thought it was going to happen.
Yeah, Mitch threw one directly to a guy, but he had a club. Club hand.
Well, Brady Cook did his job.
Yeah, and now you just have to hope, because Aaron Glenn just keeps preaching like the process.
Yeah.
You just have to hope the process is worth it, because you've done a lot of damage.
Right. Right.
You've done a ton of damage.
Yeah, it
Right.
would suck if the process sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you hope, they beat the hottest team in football, which was the Falcons.
Yeah.
That was a mean laugh.
I mean,
that was a mean laugh.
That was a very funny thing that Memes said.
Hottest team
so
in football. They are.
Memes, so you're picking second.
Picking second, picking 16th, and picking 33rd.
You got all the picks.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of
Draft goes through you. Is it Dante Moore no matter what?
If he declares.
Do you want him to declare?
Now, would you take
we're
it?
in trouble.
Would you take it personally if he did not declare?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I'd respect his decision.
No, shut up.
You get so mad.
It'll be fuck Dante Moore forever
Yes.
if he doesn't declare.
No,
Because
he's
become the
20 years
biggest
old.
Dante Moore
I
hater
could see
of
someone
all
getting in his
time.
ear like, "Don't go to New York." But if he's
you
up
just
for
told Ari Mirov to fuck off because he just said that what
stat.
would have happened.
Dante Moore's just a kid. He can make a decision.
I think Ari Mirov's just a
Big
kid.
cat's peeing.
Sorry, we've been going for a while.
What was that, Hank?
Hank, you don't like it's pee.
It's so, dude, drink some
I
water.
know we've
man.
been in here for a while. I'm sorry, I'm
Drink
dehydrated.
some water.
That's actually not that bad for a full bottle. That's not that yellow.
It's not that yellow.
Yeah, that's like you're at that second stage of the hydration chart.
Memes, you will be so mad at Dante.
I think I
wow,
would-
Hank, you're really upset about this piss.
It's just excuse me. It grosses me out. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, grow up.
Yeah, dude. Guys piss.
Yeah.
Kind of
That's
kind of a baby there.
kind of fucked up that he's shaming you for that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Grow up, Hank.
There's piss in the bottle.
Memes, if it's not Dante Moore, if Dante Moore breaks your heart, even though it's well within his rights, it sounds like, as a kid to want to continue his education, if he goes back to Oregon or, anywhere, goes back to school, what do you want to do? What is your process?
I think you go with Bane.
But what I mean for
Desmond Bain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desmond Bain?
Yeah, see one point, it was like, I want Desmond Bain. We're like, for the Wizards?
No, I want Ruben Bain. Ruben Bain, he's a monster, but he's not going to fall to the commies. But no, I mean for the quarterback position. If Moore goes back, you've had a lot of different ideas for the process.
Yeah, if Moore goes back, just give me the little fella.
Kyler?
Who?
Yeah, just give me Kyler.
Well, Malik was.
Nah, let's
Lamar,
just say
Lamassi.
fuck it. You get all defense, you get Kyler, you have him run around
Kyler?
out there.
The little apple?
Little apple.
Okay. The Bills, I don't know what to make of the Bills. I feel like everyone's doesn't it feel like everyone's knee-jerk answer to who's going to go to the Super Bowl in the AFC is it's the Bills because it's so wide open for Josh Allen.
Well, yeah, they say that because Joe Burrow's not in the playoffs and Lamar is not in the playoffs and Mahomes is not in the playoffs.
But I still don't know if I trust the Bills' defense.
I don't. I don't really trust anything about the Bills besides Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And their situation at receiver still confuses me.
Yeah.
James Cook is really good, so that's...
If they wear those uniforms from today, I think maybe they can go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Although those were the uniform. Well, no, those are the uniforms they went to the Super Bowl with.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Boys, 2025 regular season in the books. Let's finish up. We're gonna obviously do a lot of preview this week of the playoffs, and we'll do a bunch on Friday. We'll pick all the games. Before we send everyone off, who's back of the week? Roback question, roback.com. Promo code take 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. They just sent me a big package. Love the sweatshirts and the joggers are awesome. Roback.com. Promo code take 20% off your first purchase. Hank, Roback question. Who's back?
My who's back week is Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
What do you do?
He was snubbed from Eastern Conference Player of the Month for December. He was statistically better than Jalen Brunson, but we don't need to get
Do you
into
think
a
you
huge
should have
award.
done... Well, actually,
No, I don't.
Let me hear
I don't
some of
have
the
them.
stats you have.
I don't have them.
come on.
I saw a
Give
chart.
us a
I'm
couple
not
stats.
pulling them up. I'm not pulling them up.
Wait, Hank, the Celtics are in third place in the East.
Give us...
You're gonna give
us your argument.
the
It's
player of the month.
It's
You're
not-
in third fucking
It's
place.
not. It's Player of the Month. It's an individual.
Third
it's not.
place.
It's not most valuable player.
Give us your
player
best
of the month.
shot at these stats. Didn't Jalen Brunson win a NBA Cup?
Jalen Brown is no. Jalen Brown is holding.
Yeah,
Oh, Jalen Brunson. Yeah.
yeah.
Not the 1 seed, not the 2 seed.
Shut up.
I just want to hear you. We might have to just give you, like, take a side on an
He
argument.
was
and give us all
he
your
was
facts.
snubbed, but what I loved about it is
He
that
leads
he
the
was
league in-
vocal about it. He
Yeah.
was like, "This is bullshit." He went on Twitter. He went on stream. He was like, "I should be Player of the Month." He wasn't like hiding behind it, being like, "Oh, good player." He's like, "I played better than Jalen Brunson this month. It should have been me."
Yeah.
Then he texted Joe Mazzulla on the flight that he wanted to guard Kawhi Leonard. against Clippers, scored 50, held Kawhi. Like, I forget what his shooting percentage was, but he did a good job defending Kawhi. He's holding his opponents to 39.37 field goals as the defender, second among 111 players. Two-way player, great season. Celtics are playing great. MVP conversations, some are saying. I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Jaylen Brown back. Celtics back.
Very cool.
Back. Is Jason Tatum going to be back
I don't know.
this year?
I don't know. I feel like he's going to want to get back.
PFT.
No, denied. Who's back?
What's your question, PFT? You can ask me.
Okay, Big Cat, do you think that Jaylen Brown takes things too personally sometimes?
Hank, do you think Jaylen Brown takes things too personally sometimes?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
All right.
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah,
he's
Max.
Who gives a fuck about Player of the Month? That's my question.
Answer is
If
Jaylen Brown.
cares, I care.
The answer is
Got
Jaylen
it.
Brown, clearly.
If you had a player that could win Player of the Month, you would care too.
Like, I'm
You
just
would-
worried
you
about
would
his-
care, Max.
Tyrese Maxey did win Player of the Month.
Oh!
Actually, that is a complete lie. I have no idea.
Ah. We're so loose with the stats tonight.
But Hank, just like you care about my mental health moving forward, that's how I feel about Jaylen Brown, and I feel like he's always feeling snubbed about something or wronged about something. He's got it pretty good.
Don't you want like your players
chip
to play
on
with
your
the
shoulder?
chip on your shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's,
Yeah,
so
you do.
yes.
sure.
Okay, PFT, who's back?
My who's back of the week is Luke Littler.
Yeah.
You remember Luke Littler?
Yeah.
Lukey.
18 years old.
Yeah.
He's back because he just won the darts world champion back-to-back as an 18-year-old. This guy is the best young darter.
Yeah.
The best young darter that the world's seen in a very long time.
He's the man.
He's just mowing people down. Shout out Luke Littler. Luke the Nuke is what they call him. The guy's a beast. I love watching him throw.
Yeah. He's awesome. Darts are the best.
Get him on. Can we get him on Part of My Take?
Yeah, we should.
I want to talk to Luke Littler.
I would love to.
Hank,
talk to
as a I guess Max, you used to be the dart father, right?
Yep, the Dart Father.
But you abandoned your post.
Sure did.
So Hank might be the dart expert.
and proud of it.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Hank, what makes this guy different?
100. He gets a lot of 180s.
I think his name's fun to say too.
Luke the Nuke.
180, and
Luke
he
the-
comes out his walkouts
He's
electric.
Luke the
Luke the
Nuke.
Nuke, yeah.
Yeah.
I am titanium.
Oh, he's that guy. I love that.
I think.
And he gets everyone going.
Is Michael Van Gerwen, is he going
He's
to like
washed.
come back, reclaim his title?
I think he's past his prime.
That's what they said about Brady.
It's a young man's game.
Okay, my who's back of the week is two. One is doppelgangers because this Venezuelan guy I've been getting tagged a lot in that.
Yeah.
Also, he was wearing jumpsuit January.
Yeah.
He had a Nike Fit Tech on. Who? Maduro? I gotta be honest. I've opted out of pretty much all political discussion or anything that happens. I just know that I've been tagged in it and been like, this guy looks like you.
There was one tweet that got like 50,000 likes of like a guy who I don't think really knew you that well. 'Cause
Yeah.
He was like, this is just Barstool Big Cat.
Whoops.
Badass operation though.
Yeah.
There's something about
I'll watch the movie.
This one is
The
sco-
movie.
oh, yeah.
The movie will be sick.
Yeah.
there's something about dictators always having mustaches.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's because they just, they can. What?
What was that?
That's
Was that?
interesting. I didn't think about it. Like
You have
that.
a mustache?
Yeah. Sure. We all do.
Yeah. Well,
No,
PFT.
no, I'm incapable. No, it's weird.
guy had
though.
swag.
Has.
Yeah, I don't. He's still alive.
Do you think that that's a jumpsuit that was issued to him by the Delta Force guys that got him, or do you think that's what they picked him up in?
I don't know.
Maybe they let him change into it.
Someone was like, I got a tweet that was like, how was your flight to New York? Like, kind of a weird like situation. I was like, wait, I didn't go to New York because my flight got canceled for the KFC radio. And I was like, oh, he's talking about this guy flying, where he actually is in. I think he's in jail, like maybe a half mile from where my apartment was in New York, in Brooklyn.
Yeah, because they're trying him at in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
SDNY.
Yeah, it's right there.
It was a pretty sick operation. We've been using the full force of those planes. We get the E-18 Growlers, making them turn on their air defenses. We got the F-35s, 100 miles away, locking up all the MiGs and Sues.
Maduro, if you're listening to this right now, dude, Grimaldi's great pizza right around the corner. Hit it up.
It's good advice.
And actually, if you go to the barber shop under the Brooklyn Bridge, under the Manhattan Bridge, they actually might think that you're me. And I haven't been there in a while, but I used to just give them like $500 for squares on the Super Bowl, and I never would check my numbers. So you could probably walk in and just be like, hey, you got numbers this year?
I don't want to step out of bounds here, but we do have an office in New York, and I think Maduro and Pick Central will be awesome.
Yes. Oh, house call.
Get him on house call.
Shout out house call. I need some house call merch. All right, and then my other who's back is Black Monday. We're going to get some firings. Do we want to predict any? So we've already had, obviously, Giants, Titans, Falcons.
Yep.
I feel like
Browns.
I'm gonna say Browns. I feel like
I think Cardinals too.
And then, is there gonna be something that happens with the Ravens?
That would be shocking. Not
that
shocking.
wouldn't happen on Black Monday. That will happen later on in the week if it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Todd Bowles is fired.
Yeah,
he should be. I don't know if he will be, but he should be.
What about the Jets memes?
No, he's safe.
Unfortunately safe.
What were you gonna say?
You want him gone?
Zach.
I was gonna say no way to actually know, but should be gone. Yeah,
should be gone.
Confirmed gone.
Should
go
be
home.
gone.
We'll go anywhere else.
I saw Todd Bowles.
Pete Carroll out for sure. Pete Carroll's got to be gone. I don't even know if they have to tell Pete Carroll. I think they just got to be like, "Hey, man, we'll see you next year," and then just never send him like when the like OTAs are. Just don't tell him when, and he just won't figure it out.
Yeah, that's
just
a good.
That's
a good plan. Memes. What was the reaction like to the lottery ball?
All positive.
Yeah.
People are fired up.
Yeah. Zach.
Some people are like, "You spoiled it." I was like, "Fuck you, man."
How'd you spoil it?
I tweeted it.
But that was like at 5 p.m.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. So you did spoil it.
Sorry.
Zach, your who's back?
My who's back this week is going to be owner of New York City Diamond District jeweler Trax NYC.
Yeah.
That video fucking rocked.
You want to talk about standing on business behind your namesake? Somebody tries to get over on you. It looked like he almost risked his life. Did you guys see the ambulance video afterwards? They tried to choke him with the chain.
He got choked out with his chain.
Oh my goodness!
So what happened? I was very confused by all this.
So Trax is a jeweler in New York City. There's another jeweler in the on that same block that was using his name to sell some pieces to a client that he also sells jewelry to, but he sold it. So he lied about the carat. So it was the bracelet was 10 carat. They told him it was 14, and they also lied about the carat of the diamond ranking. So these are VS1 or VS2, but they're SI diamonds, which are a lot cheaper to produce. So just basically scammed this guy and said that he was Trax, and then Trax pulled up on a 5v1 mission.
But he was the one.
What was that?
Was he the one or was he the 5?
He was the one. He was definitely the one for sure. Yeah.
I'll just say this, and if someone spits in your face like that, you should be able to hit him with your car.
I think weapons. I think there's no overreaction.
That was
spit on.
Massive spit too. Really spit on him.
What if it happens before a football game?
I still think weapons if we're spitting.
Weapons, okay.
Yeah, some type of weaponry. Shane, are you ready for Sunday night? You're going to be on the stream.
I am.
Yeah, gonna have to wear the rings.
I'll wear the rings.
Are you? How bolted are you?
I'm pretty bolted. I'm pretty excited.
You think you win this game?
I don't know, man. This is probably the better outcomes that could have came for matchup wise.
Okay.
I don't know. What?
This is not confident.
Well, our last playoff game was against the Patriots. How confident can you be with this offensive line and just Greg Roman's gonna shit all over himself, and it's just I don't know.
Hank wanted to bet the
Patriots aren't like the Texans in terms of a defense.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was because every other team, the Texans, the Broncos, those defenses are really legit.
Did you guys have a playoff game against the Jaguars more recently than the Patriots?
It was Texans and then the Jaguars.
Well, yeah, but
they're the Texans last year.
Disregard.
Okay,
Texans was last year.
We'll disregard.
Right, I was confused.
Yeah.
I just remember that.
Well, I meant
game when they were up 27-0.
Well, what do you want me to say? I don't
get in the fight, dude.
They're the 2 seed.
Ask Shane.
You got to charge up. You got to charge up.
You got to charge up.
I am charged up.
You got to go up against an MVP, Shane.
I understand that.
Exactly.
But like,
No,
Thank
but,
you.
Shane,
but
I'll
like,
give that up.
I'm just hoping like this is an inexperienced team. The Justin Herbert, this is his third playoff game. I'm just like every time I get my hopes up for the Chargers, like I just need Herbert to win a playoff game because every year it's the same fucking shit where it's everyone's hating on Herbert and everyone's gonna keep giving him shit and give Chargers fans shit until Herbert fucking does something, and we need the Chargers to win this shit. And I don't know.
That was good. That was good.
I
like
just
that.
want something to
That got me
happen.
fired up.
I just get my hopes up every year. Fucking, we 27-0 lead. We fucking blow it. Justin Herbert fucking shits all over himself. 4 picks to the Texans.
Okay, that's bad.
Yeah,
We're going back.
yeah,
wrong
dark place.
direction.
Dark
Wrong
No,
direction
but like
now.
I'm
Bring it
hoping
back.
this will pump it up. Like
Bring it back.
Like
Yeah, but you got Harbaugh now.
The last 2 times we've been here, it's been the biggest fucking embarrassment.
All right,
I mean,
all right,
The
all right.
the Patriots own this shit. Like
All right,
the Chargers
all right.
don't.
You're going the wrong way here.
Well, like
Shane.
this is like.
You're just pumping up the Patriots.
Well, I'm trying to pump us.
No, you're not pumping up.
No.
This is the opposite
Going
of
the
popping
wrong
up.
way.
No, but like that's what we want. We want them to get their hopes up so that they think we're shit.
But you
And
think
then
you're
we
shit.
shit
Yeah,
on
you just
them
said
for
the-
thinking we're shit.
You just said the Patriots own this shit.
Yeah. So they're gonna have
Then
their
you also started it with their inexperienced.
But that's what I'm saying though, is like I want them to
Do
get
they own the shit or are
Can
they
you fucking let me finish, man?
Yeah, seriously, Max.
I want I want the Patriots get their hopes up like they've been here before, but actually psych all these people have not been here before.
And you have been here before.
Herbert's been here before.
But lost
Been
both
there,
times.
Yes.
been there, done that.
But like we're like one mistake away
Well-
from those turning.
Well,
Yeah,
not last year.
No, we're 4 mistakes. Well,
Last year you got kind of pieced, right?
But that
Yeah.
that Jaguars season, you had a big lead.
huge.
Brandon Staley.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Now I'm Bolton. Now,
Okay, now
I
you're
talk
Bolton.
myself into
Michael
it.
Bolton.
Yeah.
Also,
I think you talk yourself out of it.
No, I talk myself into it by talking out of it back in.
yeah,
Okay,
get with
that
the
makes
program,
sense.
Max. Happy birthday to Guilty as Charged, the podcast.
Yeah. Their
Just saw
balloons
it was,
came
her,
out.
it was her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Bolt up. Shane, Hank wanted to do a mayor's bet with you for the football.
Yeah.
Oh, what bet?
Like the mayor's bet. He wants to bet your football.
Which actually is still my football because I gave it to you on loan.
Well, I was unaware it was a loan. I thought it was just.
Well, I mean, I could ask for it back at any time. I don't, but I could.
Well, then we can't make the bet. I'm not.
But like this is a 7 seed against 2 seed. Like, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
But you just
Is there anything? Is there anything like that'll
want
be put up
odds
for
on a
me?
mayor?
yeah,
Mayor's
no. You should have to get a second football that's just like Shane's football if you lose and give it to Shane. So he gets 2 footballs.
I'll give him. I got some memorabilia on my desk.
and not these bullshit new football. I didn't like those new footballs
No.
today.
You want a Seattle Sounders Orca bobblehead?
Oh, that sounds awesome,
Wow.
Shane.
I don't know what that is.
It's
a
a
Seattle
Sounders Orca's bobblehead, dude. What else?
Is it like
stutter?
Is the orca the mascot or is it like a?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Billy Strings bobblehead.
Wait, the Seattle Sounders sent you stuff? The Orlando whatever sent me stuff.
Yeah, I'm a Sounders guy.
I'm an Orlando guy.
That's our MLS.
Everyone knows you're an Orlando whatever's guy.
What are they? I can't remember.
I don't fucking know.
Pride.
Fox.
No, fuck. City? No, Orlando City. What are they? Oh, they got the lion with the disqualification lion. Yeah.
Oh, SC.
Yeah, we're the SCs. Yeah, it's a lion. And I think he's a roster lion.
Shane, can I try to help you out?
Sure.
I mean, you could do anything and it would be a help.
I think Jerry O'Connell wants to join alliances with you.
Also,
With me?
a dumbass.
Yeah, I think Jerry O'Connell would like to team up with you. He's kind of a Chargers fan.
Is he coming to the stream too, or
Well, we don't know.
Oh,
We don't know.
He wouldn't dare.
You
Get
don't
double
think
bolted
so?
in there?
He doesn't
You don't
have
think
the
he would do
balls to show
Oh.
up here.
I got
Jerry O'Connell is all talk.
Oh,
All talk. I mean, that man is all talk.
I've
He was
seen-
talking.
JOC's been
it's week 7. We're in the championship. No show.
I've seen
Nowhere
that
to be
video.
found.
He does have balls.
You don't want Jerry in your.
I don't give a
fucking
bring
lap.
it.
You just got your ear
Bring
fixed.
it.
You don't need him yelling at it again.
I don't care.
Okay. All right, Jerry, you've been called out.
Bolt up, Jerry.
Hank called you out. Well, he does have to go to South Africa. South Africa
That's true. South Africa.
for an extended period of time that's only going to be till February.
It's me, Jerry.
All right, but he's been called
Jerry.
out. All right, so memes. Are you going to stick with 3?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Numbers.
2.
I was going to pick 2.
100.
77.
Guess picking 2 in the draft. I'll go 48.
Patriots 2 seed.
Memes, you realize if you did
91.
this has never been done, I don't
Drake
think.
made that MVP
66.
standing.
I'll go 9.
What, back to back?
I did it unofficially once where I did it with on our show, and before that it was the Short Porch. It was in, remember Short Porch?
99 puck. 8.
What'd you guess, PFT?
I guess 9. What if Maduro did Frank Walks?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Like
I can hook it up.
The perp walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
82. Anyone?
I got to be honest, it doesn't hit the same.
No, let's do one more. We need to get the new machine. Did you text? You did? No,
I'm
you
going to talk to her tomorrow. She wasn't here on Friday.
Oh, some people are going on almost a year without getting it.
What'd you say?
Said some people here are going almost a year without getting it.
Who?
Person on the couch,
Oh.
person sitting next to you, and person behind the computer.
Oh.
I was the first person to get this machine. I don't care. I own this machine.
Yeah, I've got it multiple times.
79. 79. Yeah, when we get the new machine after Super Bowl, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit because then the first person. Oh my God.
Love you guys.